up? What up? What up? Look who's already here. Awesome. You're so awesome. Burnt Solheim popped in the chat while a bit ago. Saw him there. Then Juan popped in. Travis, you're here. And if you're new here, well, hello. I'm your host, Grey Ghost Gamers. It is Tuesday, June the 2nd. June. Already 2026. Whoop. 5 months gone. How's that possible? Not that I mind, because here on the eastern seaboard of the North American continent, summer is finally coming. So that's a good thing. I like that. I may have been born in the land of snow, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So, that's that. Robert, stopping by, saying hello. Jada Dragon, look at that. Look at that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, doing a new run, but this is gonna be a little different. Ian, hello. I'm actually gonna do a little bit more, I don't know, for like all of you folks who just stop by all the time, seeing what kind of crazy shenanigans I get up to. Well, I appreciate that. Cheers. This is going to be more, I don't want to say it's like a straight tutorial, but there could be people that wonder what's going on? How do you do that? What's going on? Like, where do you get all this crazy ideas and stuff? And how, why? So that's kind of like what this stream is going to be aimed more toward today. Look at that. Court Jester, 9 months a member. You don't have to be members, You don't have to. You don't have to. I was thinking, and welcome to the pregame show, by the way. This is a little bit of a warm up, a preamble. I get my stuff off my chest sometimes that I'm thinking about, just so it doesn't interfere with the game. I know some of you are working and lurking, and they're coming in and they're going, get to the action already. There's 115 million channels, and there's a ton of other people that get into the action already. I'm not that guy. I'm a Gen X. I'm chill, man. My streams, yeah, they have a little action here and there. And, like when I feel like it's going to be Horde Assault. So that's what this stream is. It's going to be like a hodgepodge. I'm going to start a new run, Survival 2, the hardest that it can be. Not New Game Plus. We just did 2 runs on growlers and stuff, but I'll get back to that. That's because, I want to set it up. I want to set it up so that we could just get to through I don't even have a save file where it's a New Game Plus and I'm just dealing with the hordes. I've already gone through the story and all that's left are the hordes. I have to get through that. Now, I could just do that. If you want to follow another, go through the whole story again. I don't know if you want that. Do you want that? I don't know. I could do that. Jada Dragon, look at that. Another YouTube telling you, hey, thanks for paying money for 9 months. I find it so disingenuous, man. I hate YouTube in some fashion. I will be honest, I started memberships really because YouTube was offering not a crazy ass ton of money for it, but they were offering a decent amount of money to start memberships. I really don't expect people to give me money though. I want YouTube to give me money. I know. I come off sounding like a broken record and probably the worst capitalist you've ever seen, but I want the proper people to pay. If you come in here and you want to enjoy the stream, come in, enjoy the stream. You don't have to do anything for me. It's not about me at all. I am having fun playing this game and other games, as some of you have already noticed. I'm starting to play Crimson Desert 2. Not Crimson Desert 2, Crimson Desert as well. Believe me, I'm sure Crimson Desert 2 will come out. I don't know. They won't give this game a sequel, but I'm sure they'll give every other game in the history of gaming a sequel. I don't get that. I just don't understand. What's wrong with you, Sony and Ben? Especially Sony. Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, this thing has an audience. What? Anyway, that's a discussion for a whole other thing, and I don't want to get into it with the chat right now. I'm just like, it's just... But if you're new and you want to play this game, and you're wondering, what is all the hype about? Who cares? It's like, what? We're 2026. This was 20. This is 7 years old. 7. In gaming, that might as well be 100 years. But I will say, the replayability on this game is just... I have found it to be one of the most interesting games to be able to replay. And of course, the crazy stuff that I found out for the game makes it even crazier. So, like everybody listed below that's scrolling along the bottom, thank you for being a member. Just know you don't have to. Just saying. Unless you like your name there. And then go ahead. I don't mind. I don't mind. But don't go for the higher tier. You know, I was toying with the idea of just putting like a $600 a month tier just for the hell of it. See if anybody would be crazy enough to do that, but I'm not going to do that. Because I don't want that. I don't want that. YouTube pay, not you. You watch, YouTube pay. That's the way. And it's like, just a little thing. You know, like no judging. Everybody has their own way of doing this YouTube thing. And you do you. I just find it interesting when people say, you know, the only way these videos get made is if you're helping me out and da da da. Really? Be honest. It's like, say, I want to do this as a career and I need your help. Say that. Don't say like the only way this ever gets done is if you contribute. No, that's not the only way. You could do it for free. You could do it on your off time. Maybe you don't put out like 15 videos every day. Maybe you do it once a week. Maybe you do it once a month. Anyway, like I said, everybody's got their own way of doing things. And I'm glad that you're here in this little community of chat and people and whatever that want to come out and watch Grey Ghost do crazy shit. Oop, I said the S word. Too early in the morning. I'm trying to keep this thing PG. Trying to be a better human. I know swearing is, you know, like considered like not really a big thing, but you know, I do. I consider it a big thing. Okay, let's get to the action. There he is. There's Deek. He is on the crappy bike, and I know we could probably go to Manny, because I think he might have Sarah's tank, because I think on this version.
What do you want?
Because this is it. Early days. We started there. We chased Leon to Then we was, you know, Boozer and Burnt Arm, and now he's convalescing, right there, convalescing at the safe house, and we're tasked with these missions. But it's weak Deek, and I don't like weak Deek, so I'm going to show you right off the bat 2 ways. 2 ways, 3 directions to get the hell out of here. So I'm going to be loading and saving this game up a few times. So, you know, if you're in for the tutorial kind of version of this thing, yeah, and then we're going to take you along. Yeah, there's Sarah's fuel tank. Because it's the remaster. And there's a Horde Assault mode, which you can finally get this thing. Shrekster, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Be a striker. Okay, now I'm going to look at the chat and say hello. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I said hello, Ian. Good to you. Good afternoon to you. Afternoon, laddie. Pardon me for if I attempt accents and stuff like that. It's just that's the way it is. So, yeah. So.
Okay, man.
But we're not doing that. We're going with what we got.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, where is my bike? Oh, yeah, right. As soon as I talk to Manny, they move it. So we're at 82%. And if we look at our skills, we got nothing. No health, no stamina, no focus. Useless, Deek. Useless. and he's got like a pea shooter, and we stole this thing off somebody, and the crossbow. I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like it. I wanna get Deek souped up, really ready for the apocalypse, and the only way to do that is to, you know, put him through his paces. So we leave the camp. You can tell we're already in the early game.
Booster,
Now,
you there?
we'll need gas for where we're
How
going,
you doing?
and an
How's the arm?
injector just because there's one nearby.
Like I said, I'll be fine.
I'm not going to be listening to all the conversations.
I'm still gonna head to that Nero checkpoint, find some.
And look how slow this
sterile
bike is,
bandages,
although it seems
ointment,
fast for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, what?
Anyway, there's usually a bloody sniper right here,
Go out. Make sure the mountain's clear.
and if you can
no,
nail him,
No, those are
it's
third-degree
usually good.
burns. You stay there, you rest, okay? I'll
But we don't need to
be there
deal
as soon
with
as I can.
a
Yes.
muckaluck that's chasing us.
I guess.
Now,
Man, I
she's
could.
going to chase us. Now, normally,
do
okay,
something
let's start off the right way.
Yeah, I guess I'll see what I can find.
Normally, everybody is like all wanting to be Evil Knievel with the bike, because how much fun is that? And you can see right here near Copeland's camp,
When you get to the
there's a
top,
helicopter
my
crash
radio
site.
uplink has been shut
And in that white box,
down to restore it.
she's still coming after me. I just got
men-
whoop. Hey, yes she was. Yes she was.
Goddamn right, it's personal. They used to be a part of my camp. Seems they didn't like the rules.
Trying to do a teaching lesson, teaching moment for everybody, and right away the apocalypse just throws crap at you.
Listening to your paranoid
That's the way it is. That's the apocalypse.
St. John out.
Don't be fooled. If you're doing permadeath on this thing, by the way, this is where you get killed. Not actually doing missions. Missions are, you can get through those. It's all this stuff. Just saying. So, yeah. So there's our first objective. An injector. Because I want to get Deek healthy. Now with this bike, and I'm not going to attempt it because I'll probably crash and die. Although it's not permadeath, so it doesn't really matter. Because I don't. Do we have nitrous? Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we have a little bit of nitrous. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That won't work. However, never fear, intrepid apocalypser. There is a way to get around all this. And the way... No, what are you doing? Oh, okay, you go chase Bambi up there. Bambi's actually trying to get to where we're trying to go. Not gonna make it, though. Not gonna make it. No way, Bambi. No way. Okay. Now there's a... Just want to see. Those two are facing off, maybe? Nope. Yes? No? Oh, you're gonna attack or not? This is always fun watching the wildlife. Nope. Gonna come after me instead? Nope. Still... Being weak, Deacon, I probably just took some... yeah, I will search for gas. Anyway. Where Deek's head is. That little crevice in the rock. That's where we're gonna go. And all you need to do is use Deek's legs of steel to walk up there. Let's see, we were right by the wolfie. Now, did we take some damage? We did.
I can fix this.
So this is sort of like my best start kind of thing. Priority 1. We want to get some gas because we want to leave. And we want to juice Deek up right off the bat.
Yeah,
As early as possible. With as much stuff as possible. So. Corchester, no tests. The only test will be your imagination. No, I don't know what that is. So yes, tutorial, blah blah blah. Now, I want health. Says we're going to be on the bike a lot, so you know.
About due for a flu shot.
Yabba dabba do. Okay. Wonderful. Nope, we got to fill her up. The infinite gas cans. these things never run out of gas. So
Neat.
when you find them, use them. That's the way it is.
Should be it.
So yeah, so this is best start path number 1, because there's another one I'm going to show once I've finished doing this. I'm not going to do the whole game. Like I said, this is more of a little bit of a old trick. Like I said, it's a new run, but old tricks, and I want everybody to kind of like have a chance to see that. All right, since we ran over the sniper, we should be able to traverse the landscape and get out of here. So, doesn't help if we don't know where everything is. So, yeah. So there's the crash site right there. Whoop. You know, there's Copeland's camp. That's where we started, and we crossed the bridge and knocked off the thing there and came around the back here and go there. Now we're heading across because we want to go to somewhere we can't see yet. Somewhere around there. Survival 2, we can't fast travel anywhere, so
Something's never changed.
you bet something's never changed. So we ride along the top. I do enjoy. I mean, enjoying the scenery and the lighting and everything. It's still a beautiful game. It's still just like the remaster did. They did a good job on some things. So here we go. This little pond. This little golden pond. No, that's it. But that's not it. No sirree. That's where we're going. We're going up that way. If you're on PC, you want to hit the caps lock button right now so that you have the opportunity to walk Deek up. Now you can ride up, but it usually doesn't work out very well for Deek. Riding's not really an option. You want to walk. You want to walk them up. Now here, once we get up here, look at that. We are now out. We're literally out of bounds. Can you hold on, Deek? Can you hold on? Hold on, buddy. So that's where that is. That's where we're at now. That's a little. I think that's a little pond right there. And we go up. Now from here. And you can do this on the PS4, but not as well. You could still do this. And, on Survival 2. Very important. Only on Survivor or Survival 2. Survivor? Not Survivor. Survival. This is not out... Well, you know, I can see where you can outplay Outlast. I guess you could kind of do that. You can take Deek for a swim if you want. And you can do this on the PS4, too. I wish I knew that. I think a lot of people wish, hey, this bum can actually swim. How about that? Legs of steel. Legs of seal. Yep, absolutely. Great Attractor, welcome in. That's about the only German I know. I know a bit and, you know, a couple of words. Love Germany. I went to Germany 20 years ago, 25 years ago now. Loved it. Did you know everybody speaks German in Germany? It was anyway. We'll go back to story time when I finish teaching time. So here there are 2 paths you can take, like the blue pill and the red pill. That'll take you to Wonderland. That'll take you where we really want to go. So, but let's go the first way that we've been shown, which is to the left. And it's a little bit of a ride. Don't get me wrong. That's why you want to be judicious on your gas usage. Because if you ride too high and too wide, you'll get this thing. Maybe. Actually, you can, leaving playable area. So we don't want that. We don't want that. But we can just skirt along the ridge line. to be able to get to this ridge, which is an incredible ridge. And actually, from this point, you don't really need to press on the gas. So again, where are we in the world? Well, we're just riding along the ridge. This ridge line right there. Isn't that lovely? That's just so lovely. So give it a little bit of gas, because up until we get to the change of boundaries, it's kind of downhill, which is a little weird. But saving gas, you know, is pretty paramount. Now, of course, if you have Sarah's tank from playing Horde Assault on the PS5, well, this is not something you gotta worry about. But as we just saw, we're in Lost Lake now. But we're not really in Lost Lake. Not yet. Not yet. Now, I don't know if it's too apparent, but we can see little texture lines on the ground that's sort of go in a straight line, like the patterns tile, you know, where like a carpet and all the tiles just kind of get together. But if you aim for this tree at the top of this thing, there you go. There's Lost Lake. Oh, the weather's starting to change. Sounds like the weather's starting to change. Now, from here, to get into Lost Lake, there aren't a hell of a lot of places to get to it. Because you're not supposed to be here. Grey Ghost, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bend is going, what are you doing? Why are you here? You're not supposed... Bad boy. Bad. So, yeah. So, over there is the boundary to really cross into the next section. Like I said, on PS4, it's doable, but it's hard. Now, if you're on the PS4 version of the game on the PS5, it's better because the computer can refresh better. It's all about the refresh rate on the graphics. That's really why on the PS4 it's harder to do things rather than on the PS5. So whether you have the remaster or the PS4 on the PS5, you can do this. All you got to do, get Deek going, lay off the gas. Just let momentum take them. And that's it. Done. No fancy, nothing. Don't need to ride. In fact, you can see how it's like downhill for a lot of it. So you can save a lot of gas by just letting Deek go as far as you can. And then we just kind of like, depending on when you're doing this, I'm doing this obviously later in the day, so the sun is there. But we go along there and we're looking for, on the left, this patch of floaty grass. When you hit this patch of floaty grass, just kind of like go left, follow these trees, then there's like a rock right there. That's our target right there. That rock, this little bit of driftwood, and we can go through until we get through these pines and those three rocks down there. See, there's a 1, 2, 3. Now it looks like, are the people in the camp? Well, we don't care. But this is our exit. And as you can see, we cannot, the game is telling us, no, you're not going anywhere, pal. Don't go down there. You can't go. You can go all the way up there if you want. And that's fine. Do that. But down there, nah. Now, I'm using the version of the game that allows frog jumping. So that's another thing. That's another thing I'm going to show. For most people, they won't have that ability because it's a previous version. It's last year's version of the game before they patched it in June. But we're going to do, so this is method, this is exit 1, method 1, bike version. So again, we'll come down. Once you get past this rock right there, we are now
I saw something.
floating in air. And look at that. 1! Look at that! We already have a rescue operation. It kind of sucks though, because we haven't visited a camp yet. But this is like the prime opportunity to get some points in Lost Lake before you even get to Lost Lake. But we don't want to do that, so we're going to leave them. Because it's useless right now. Now, you can ride off over there, make sure you're... Actually, we should make sure... no, that's not what I wanted to do. Make sure you're healthy and your bike is in good shape. But we're not going to go that way. I'm going to follow this tree. I'm going to curve right around that tree.
Murderers and thieves, the lot of you.
It's a little better.
You killed today, huh?
Take the bike. Someone's
Get
here.
after him.
Someone's here, but unfortunately we can't save them. Can't save them, don't want to save them. Because the first thing we want to do is go to Lost Lake. So, we're here. We're in Lost Lake. There you go. And what we want to do is have the game acknowledge that we visited the camp. And the moment we do that, in this region, if we were to come across anybody, see, encampment, Iron Mike. So there you go. So now that that's come up right there, you don't even need to go into Iron Mike's. You can try and go back and rescue that guy. So let's see if we can. We're gonna try. This kind of is like the best start to doing this region this way. But they made a blitzed out, so in fact I don't even remember where I came from. Because it's pointless. The map won't show you. Well, sort of. You can't go south, but you can sort of see. I'm actually a little... I came from over there. Now, they may still be there. Or may have glitched out. Now, we're still weak. So, I don't know if this is necessarily a good idea. No, we're at Metolius Lake. Okay, so we're definitely not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea. Want to keep an eye on your gas. Of course, the weather isn't helping. Now, if you need to, take a respite and say, I don't want to deal with these people, you can ride up this rock. If you just go, holy crap, I'm not ready for this. You can just get up here. And then kind of take your time. Because they're not going to go anywhere. They're just going to sit there. So, you can take it easy, line it up. We don't have any focus yet. Except that in the remaster, we do. What? What? You're saying what? You don't have any focus? That's right. Because in the remaster, I don't care. I don't need it. Why, you say? What? That's because the game has provided a very interesting option. And that's the game speed. When you think about it, what is focus? Slows the game down, right? Right? I mean, that's all focus is. It's just like it changes the speed of the game. Gray goes to stinking. Gray goes to stinking. And now you're thinking about it too. You're going, what? Let's just change it all the way down. For everybody that knows me, we all know what this is. It's PermaFocus. Focus forever. Kablam, girl! Boom! Sayonara! You just hang on, I'll get to you. Kneel before Zod!
More bounties.
Done. So if you're in a jam in the remaster and you're going, I don't have focus, no problem. No problem at all. Who else? Oh, you girls. Sure. Okay, fine. Come on up. Come on up. Snowing and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. I got shoulder problems, too. It never works. Do you not want to just, like, come over here? Okay. Fine, stay there. So, back to PermaFocus mode. And all of a sudden, you're the sharpest shooter with the crappiest gun ever. That is 6 hits. Oh, I am running out of gas. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Okay. I think I lost my hostage a long time ago, so I'm not going to worry about him now. Now it's gas. And I wish I could point to it, but follow the vertical line. And I think there's like a truck right about there. Right about there. So we're gonna be light. And we're just gonna coast to coast with butter and toast. Because you can do that. At 9%, we should be able to get to our gas station. So unfortunately, and it's already nighttime. Now, here's the problem. Here is the problem about being here at night. On survival 2, no less. You know what? I'm gonna go to the gas station because these guys, they suck. They all come out at night, and right now there's well, we've run out, haven't we? We have. Usually that's the caveat. Yep, we're done. We're done with gas. So we gotta walk it, or just go back to the gas can and just deal with everybody on the way. Kind of not fond of survival 2, but you know, it goes to show you can do it. So going after the hostage, not a good thing. Not necessarily a good thing. Excuse me, pardon me. I do love their little salads. I'm trying not to run too much, to just not waste stamina on these folks. So, we've got to Iron Mics, so that's a bonus. So next time we run into a hostage situation, we can actually send them there and get some trust. Which, when you're trying to upgrade the bike, because that's kind of like what we're trying to do here.
Oh, here we go.
Upgrade our bike, get a better gas tank, get a better engine.
Good.
Get better weapons too, because that's next on the list is get better weapons. Okay. Now the first thing I would do, again, best start, is once you've gotten to Iron Mics, because there's nothing at Iron Mics yet in the way of merchants, let's say, except for the mechanic. And that's how we can upgrade the bike. We can go to the mechanic. But there's nobody to sell you guns, and there's nobody to turn freaker eaters into. So, because you're not supposed to be here! That's the whole point. You're not supposed to be here. So one of the first things I like to do, and oddly enough, this is probably like crazy to think about, but I like to go to the Sawmill and open up the MMU. Because opening up MMUs gives you money. That's kind of important. Now, the thing about the Sawmill is at the start of the game, there are hordes that spawn in all the regions. Not all of them, but they do exist. They are out and about. And we're just gonna take a peek if they're... Maybe they're still sleeping. Oh yeah. Yeah, there they are. I guess they're in the chow line. Are they doing the conga? Da 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 da. Okay. Anyway. Now, guns are loud. We don't want them coming over, and we certainly don't want to turn on this thing. Unless you are a glutton for punishment and leave the speakers on, which I have done. But that's Grey Ghost being nuts. And this is more like what you should be doing if you want to survive the apocalypse early. So your best weapon for this is actually the crossbow. It is silent and deadly to speakers. So, park your bike.
Got it.
Start shooting
Finally.
speakers off. And there's like a tree right there. So it's built to do this. So we're just going to head around, and that's how we're going to take care of all the speakers. You could, hop on them and cut them off, but
Another Nero.
I mean, I don't find
Well,
much use for
wonder if
this
there's
particular
anything
weapon. I know some people swear by it. It's the most overpowered weapon there is in the game. It can be, but you gotta get it souped up first, just like anything. Good thing is, speakers are one-shot kills, which is probably the only thing in this game that's a one-shot kill early on. And you can get a headshot, I suppose. That might work. I've never actually used the crossbow for too many purposes other than shooting speakers. So, yeah.
shit, almost out.
That's okay, buddy. Now we're inside. So we're going to start up the Jenny, open up the MMU, and we have a place to sleep now. Because in camp, you can't sleep there either. So this is definitely... I know I passed a gas can along the way. And if you're looking for stuff, there's quite a bit of stuff. Now some stuff you can't pick up because you don't have kind of like the gear to do stuff, and you haven't done anything yet. You're not supposed to be here, man. I don't want to. We're in good shape. We're okay. We're okay for now. But priority one is to get the MMU up and running, and then we're leaving Lost Lake to get a better weapon. So we saw Sawmill Horde is there. If you feel brave enough, you can take him out right now. I hope I got all this.
Green lights are good. Green lights are always good.
So lights come on. Yada yada yada. No speakers are blaring, blowing our ears off, and we have our second injector that we can get.
Let's see if it still works.
I'm still gonna go for health because this is survival too, so Max Sprinter, hello, welcome in. I'm gonna glance at the chat occasionally, but I'm gonna ignore you probably. M. Healy, hello, welcome in. Welcome to the new run, old tricks, best start guide, marathon stream today, Tuesday. And then I think on Thursday I'm gonna load up, like, I've got the hordes but no growler, so I have the MG55, so we might go horde hunting on Thursday. Don't know yet. See how far we go with this.
An apple a day.
But if you're looking for a good way to get into the game,
Might be useful.
so right here, now that we've opened it up, we have a place to sleep. Thank goodness, because I want daytime. I don't not want to be traversing the apocalypse at night. I did a night permadeath run at night. You go see that if you want to see what happens. It ain't fun. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's all fun. This is fantastic. Now, I'm gonna set a save point here, because at least you can do that too. No, you can do it at your bike, obviously, but you can do that. Now, like I said, most people will not be able to do this unless you're on the proper version of the game, but you can frog jump, because that's the version of the game I have. So you get to this point, like you just save the game, come out here, hop on these crates, crouch until, let's put a proper weapon in his hand. And the only reason you want to pick a certain weapon is just to see the reticle. But anyway, it's not important right now. And then you can hold L1, then L3 to just flick them, and then L2 to get them up, and away. Now, we don't have the mini-map, unfortunately, so it makes... oh yeah, you don't want to do anything like that, but we can see where he lands. He might die. Yeah, he took some damage. Oh, we're okay. So that's, yeah, look at all these girls. Kidding? Now, the other thing too, so again, we're just gonna like not go through all that. We're just gonna, anyway. So we can do a lot more. So that's just a little preview. If you have the frog jumping capabilities, you can tell where this is going, right? You can tell where this is going. But we're in the bike mode, so we just wanna. Where did we leave the gas can? Is it by the, yeah, okay. So, now that we've, oh, and just so you know, the locker is in the other module and is available to you. So, oddly enough, you can't buy any weapons, right? But you can buy ammo. And if you open up the locker, you can fill your ammo, even though there's no merchant at Lost Lake. But if you have money, which you would, because you have money now, there you go. Refill. Now the gun is the only thing we have, so, but there it is. Back to full capacity.
Good.
Yeah, we're not going to listen to those recorders right now. So another reason why you want to hit an MMU. There's another one up at Santiam Pass, and you can actually get even more money because there's an infestation zone around there. So you can, take some time in Lost Lake and, build up some credits, get some trust, get some money going. Because everything about a locker is so magical, in the sense that whatever weapon you're carrying, you'll be able to get ammo for. So there we go.
Needed this.
Yeah, and in the early stages of the game, you need to do this. It's just a way of life. You're slow as molasses, and you need gas a lot. You can save some gas not by flooring it, but just hitting it enough to get Deek going. So just pressing on the trigger just to get him going. You don't need to floor it. And I have noticed that if you don't floor it, you're kind of going the same speed, but he doesn't use as much gas. Okay, so we're out of here now. So like I said, there are infestation zones, but the map's not going to help you out. You kind of like, yeah. So first runners that have no idea about the map, I would not try and figure everything out. Go explore, because now you have a place to sleep. there's lots of, you know, all the cans you run into, totally infinite gas. There's a gas station nearby. Plenty of ability to go explore. There are ambush camps to take out as well. So the same things that you'll get over here that you're, you know, learning to know how to deal with, you can deal with down here if you want. So if you want to, you know, feel what it's like for an ambush camp, go to this one first. If you want to know how to deal with MMUs, go to this one first. And then if you feel like it, then you can go south early and take care of things and start to get Deek a little OP. So we are now going to leave this region and head over to another region. And every time you go downhill, just coast. And if you don't want to deal with stuff, just go through the camp. They'll let you in. They don't care.
So,
But you'll see.
a couple months ago, we were up by...
There's the lovely merchant, but no access. Even though everything's on the wall. God, can you imagine if you could just actually lift all this stuff and go, yep, I'll take that, 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 I'll take that. Oh, look at that. Tins of ammo. Yeah, I'll take all that too. Look at that. Like, geez, wouldn't that, like, look at all that stuff. You know, crates of, boxes of ammo there. If they just made all this lootable, I would love that. It's like, can you imagine? It's like, I'm just gonna grab every gun there is in the game. I'm just gonna nab it right off the wall. God, how OP would Deek be then? Is the MG55 there? I'm not even sure. I mean, there's shotguns. There's the usual guns. I don't see the MG55. I mean, there's the 5.56, which were. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Right? No, that's a shotgun. That's the Lawbreaker or whatever. That's the whole miracle of Days Gone, M. Haley. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, there. So during the intro bike chase, I kept getting behind Bazooka. I was using the keyboard and didn't realize I had caps selected. Yep. Dynamite Denny, hello, welcome into this brand new first run, best start kind of tutorial kind of thing. See, look at that. We've already used 15%. And look at these people running. You know why they're running? Because it's snowing. So they're going under somewhere. They're going away. Okay. So we are now going to leave the safety of the camp, because there's a region called Iron Butte that has a couple of weapons that we can pilfer, if you will. Some people would pilfer 2 weapons here. I don't. I usually just go after the one. There's a second one, which is a horde killer. Okay, now you want to, like, just hit the gas. Don't worry, you got plenty. Where we're going, there's gas that we can fill up. So we just get away from those wolves, because I don't have the gun that I want yet. And that would take like a whole... That would take a whole stream to do that. But what I just want to show you is the exit entry points to things. And then we'll go back and show you method number 2. So this is method number 1. On the bike. Kind of gets you there. Gets you to Lost Lake. So you can muck around and take care of things if you know where they are. Oh, there was a trap there, but we blew by that puppy. Lots of angry people in the apocalypse, especially on Survival 2.
Raiders, damn it. Why are you waiting to jump me?
And there's raiders there, but we don't care. We're just bypassing all this trouble right now. Because we want to get to exit point from Lost Lake into Iron Butte. And that may show up on the map at least. Maybe. Now it says we're in Iron Butte, but this is closed off due to story constraints. So we're going to save it there. I can't move the cursor down, but you can see... you can see the... By the way, this is letting you know, if you do have fast travel, you don't care. But this is actually also showing you, well, how do I get back to the Cascades? Follow the yellow brick road. So you just follow the squiggly line and you can get back there. So as long as you have, you know, you can have Copelands too. Now it says, now here's the thing though that I like, is that, okay, let's deselect this mission for a second. Because that shows you the route, right? If you set the marker for Copeland's, what I like is that, oh, there's a blue road now, but oh, there's a section right kind of just under the survival, the word survival, that's red. And it's like, what's that telling it? Well, that's telling you there's an infestation zone there. So if you wanted to fast travel, you couldn't, because that red won't let you fast travel. So you'd have to go take care of that if you want. But the road back is right there. So if you're like, you're in Lost Lake and you're at least here, you can always set your path back to Copeland's or wherever you want to go, and you'll get the path on the map that once you're in Lost Lake, though, obviously, because once we get past Lost Lake into Wizard Island and Crater Lake region, yeah, there's nothing that's going to show you. It'll show you a route, like probably from like that point right there, just that little road, just barely over the bridge where the Sawmill Horde is. Anyway, if you get lost, that's a good way to kind of like, oh, how do I get out of here? Because you can follow that road. It will lead you back. All right. So exit point from Lost Lake to Iron Butte is going to be another Legs of Steel challenge. Roll the music. There's no music. But I want to get some fuel. And if we just jog where the fire is, there's a gas can. So that helps. And there was a gas can, like anytime you pass like a tow truck, for the most part, like 99% of the time, because there are a few tow trucks that I've seen that don't have gas cans. Don't exactly know where, but there are maybe one or two that don't have it. But a tow truck will have a gas can in the back.
Oh, here we go.
And considering how crappy our bike is, we want to fill up and quick save at every opportunity. Okay. Now again, we're going into a new zone. No ability to sleep, no ability to take care of things unless you get to an MMU. There's kind of only one. It's heavily defended. Not something I recommend on a first run. So this is a little tricky. But we're just using kind of like our approach in between that rock and like that crack in the rock and that crack in the rock. And then we're heading up. Basically that tree is our line of attack. So Deek's Legs of Steels. And there you go. Yeah, there you go. It's that simple. You may fall down once or twice, but as long as you're walking, you're good. Now, the next entry, like that thing, oh, maybe I could just turn and go there. Nah, you're not going to make it. Just take the light, gentle path down. Gather your inner legs of steel, and then kind of go back up this way. And we kind of want to like, see, there's a little I'm using his head to point to that little crack right there. You can line up to that. Yep. And then diagonally to like line up with that tree, and you're good. And now we are literally in Iron Butte. Yeah, shut up. You don't have to do this.
Rest in peace,
I
bullshit.
just,
Jesus,
yeah,
Carlos,
'cause you can
practice
actually
what
turn it
you
off.
preach
I
and
think you
rest.
can turn it off. Anyway, I turned it off, so it doesn't matter. Okay. On the bike, quick save. There's probably a hostage over there. We don't care. We're going after our first weapon. Now, as I think of it, we might want to load up on some loot. And we can do that before we go to the first weapon. So again, just lightly on the gas. You're slow as molasses anyway, so it's not like, are you in a hurry? Kind of, because the sun is kind of like, eh. Eh. Anyway. Right along the cliffs until you get to this outcropping of rocks. Then we're going to go up, up, up. Now I'm pressing the buttons I used to do things in Crimson Desert. Damn it! I gotta readjust because I'll keep forgetting. So you just keep climbing, because up here is basically what a lot of us call loot location 1. Can we see it? Yes, barely. We can't move the cursor, but you can see where it is. That kind of like where I parked the bike, that large rock up, like to the north of it. And then you saw the path that we're taking, because up here there's a little campsite. So if you're, how are we doing for health? Okay, it looks like we're maxed out on health. But look at all these things. You've got ammo, you've got three different things. Now, how are we for ammo? We're actually like pretty good, so I don't think we'll be able to pick up the ammo. But the ammo tins are magical. Just like Deek's satchel is magical, and he can hold everything. The satchel is much bigger on the inside than it looks like on the outside. There's a little bit of Doctor Who technology going on. So the tins, no, we picked up 9 rifle ammo. But we had a rifle, and the tin had ammo for the rifle. So there you go. So that's how that works. Whatever weapon you're carrying, these magic tins and magic lockers will carry the ammo that you need for the weapon that you have on hand. So, able to pick all that up. The only unfortunate thing about tins in the open world like that, once you pick them up, gone. The other items that I just picked up will be there to respawn after, I think, 4 sleep cycles or 4 in-game days. I can't remember. I never keep track of it because I'm usually like in and out of region so late that by the time I get back, it's already respawned. But that is a respawn point, so you can, if you feel like it, you can just pick up 6 grenades by just sleeping somewhere. But here in Iron Butte, you can't do that yet because you're not supposed to be here. Yeah, so if you're stuck in Iron Butte and you have no map, that's it. It's tough. But if you follow this route, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's not that hard to get to. And you still have the ability to look at the map, you just can't move the cursor. So, you know, take a screenshot. Now again, the weather's turning, sun's going down, we have no place to sleep in Iron Butte, so that becomes a challenge. And if you look at this area where there's a barn, a fire, and whatnot, yeah, that's your spot where you can actually go to loot location number 2. So once you figured out where the fire is, and you see that little tunnel of fire. Oh, jeez. Well, now we come across a problem.
Carlos.
He is lost! Bring him low!
Oh well, that was going to happen. They're not supposed to be there, but then neither are you. Good thing we're not playing permadeath, because that would have been bad. Okay, now that you respawn, they won't be there. So, like I said, I didn't save. Saving often is your best friend. Now we gotta do the whole loot thing again. So I'm gonna do that. They were not supposed to be there. One. It's all your fault. I'm blaming you. TM, hello, welcome into the chat. And welcome again to everybody who's just kind of working and lurking and not in the chat. I recognize you. I know you're there. And I thank you for being here on this wonderful first cheating, first best start, first why are you going into regions you're not supposed to be into version of Days Gone. It's more of a tutorial, this one, as opposed to straight combat and like, because I want to be able to help people just take advantage of what the game offers. But it's exactly that. You see, it's exactly that kind of crap that the apocalypse is going to throw at you, that you want Deek OP. Overpowered. I have no qualms. No qualms at all. So, again, once you've picked up those little items from loot location number 1, kind of head down this path to these 2 buildings. And then we want to head left. You're on the right track if you see that. Now they won't be here. So you know what? It's okay if you die. Who cares, right? I mean, like, now they're gone. See? No hostage, no rippers. Now you can go in here unmolested. So we don't care about those guys. We don't care about them yet. They'll respawn at some point anyway. So you can save the guy later. So just kind of climbing up this way. Still barely visible on the map. Can't move the cursor down though, but it's like right there, so you can see where that big rock was. And this, the two awesome locations to pick up loot early, like even more so than in the Cascades, right here. Right here. You can even pick up your first melee weapon if you choose to, but you don't have to because we're going to another region where we're going to pick up the best melee weapon in the game. But if you feel so inclined, absolutely. So again, assets are here. Yes. Loot. What did I pick up? Some scrap. That's good. And in this crate, look at all the goodies in there. Why would you not want to grab all this stuff? Because Deek's magic satchel can hold everything. So, again, just kind of like, grab everything. Now, there's a pipe bomb in there that I didn't grab. That kind of sucks. We have all the Molotovs we need. Can't craft anymore. But we only have the 1 pipe bomb, and it would be nice to get it. So, in order to do that, just kind of like either stand on the box or walk toward it until you get the prompt. And there you go. So, you can pick that up too. Get our handy dandy gun out because, you know, can do that. Yes, M. Healy, it says in the chat, thanks for all the help. The 5.56 makes life so much easier. Yes, it does, because we don't, look, I mean, look at what Deek's got. Man, he is so underpowered right now. He's not ready to take on the apocalypse at all. Yeah, we got to repair our bike. How are we doing for gas? Well, we don't have to worry too much about that, because we come to this little area right here, and we can nab some stuff. Because there's a nice little shop with, well, shack. There's a shack over here. So again, trying to pick up as much stuff. It's like, Boozer be damned. He got himself into that mess. He can just sit there at O'Leary Mountain and take care of himself. Now, do we need a bandage? We need, nope. But, you know, like if you happen to run into those rippers and you need like, you know, that loot location has a med kit, and if you needed a med kit so you got 2 med kits and a bandage, right? Like, so the game's ready to help you out. Not saying that it's not there. It's just, you know. And there's a suppressor if you needed it. And there's gas. And since we need scrap to repair the bike, we're gonna do a little kneel before Zod, because I like to name my bike Zod.
Let's go.
Ah, we only need 1 scrap, so that's perfect.
Don't need scrap. Can of fuel.
He can't hold much yet, because his skill sets are pretty damn lame.
Oh, here we go. That's it.
There we go. So, next weapon is the 5.56. So from here, you just gotta like, you can barely, it's just like at the bottom of the map, in the middle bottom there. Still on, still can see your way around. Can't move the cursor, but you can get there. And you'll be able to see the path to get there. Now, from here we're gonna go to the right of this tower, even though it's piss pouring rain. For the more adventuresome people, there is an MMU right there. So, however, it's occupied with rippers, and there's a ripper with a MG45 weapon that you can try and pry out of his cold dead hands, but I'm not going to bother, because I don't need to worry about it right now. I can get another weapon, the same one, from somewhere else. So we go by the gas station here. Now you can pick this road. Just head right here. Go to these signs. And, you know, it's telling you, oh, Marion Forks, Alabama Hot Springs. That's nice. Totally useless, though. And we're going to follow this road. And pass by these vehicles and go down the dirt road over there. Because over there are more rippers. See, they wanted to set a path for, you know, trying to block you off, but it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about those guys. Just keep riding. Keep on riding. Follow the dirt road so we get to these spiky things, and then we get back. Kind of just keep going until we get to the main road here, because we're coming up upon the next Horde location, oddly enough, that is populated. So I usually like stop by that sign, and we will save. save. Early game stuff to save, but one of the better weapons you can get early on, which if you're playing the normal game is actually level 3 at Tucker's Camp. You have to have level 3 trust at Tucker's Camp to be able to get this, I do believe. I don't remember, but I think so. And you just have to do what you've been doing. Now there's a Horde. Do not engage the Horde. Don't want to. But a level 3 weapon is like sitting right here, out in the open. Look at the ammo it has. Yeah, why would you not pick that gun? Why would you not do that? If you needed ammo for anything else, if you just would like open it, you can get a magic tin right there to fill up on that. But we're just gonna like leave those guys alone. Now, again, if I was a little bit more adventurous, you could probably take them out. Because with the ammo on that gun and all the explosive things there, it's doable. And you can pick up a lot of freaker ears, which you can't use until you get back to the other Cascades and stuff. But if you were so inclined, you could do that. Now that we've done that wonderful little bit of beauty, so this is still Escape Method 1 bike version. There's still another way to get out of the Cascades that doesn't involve all this stuff. If you were in a hurry to like really upgrade your bike and stuff. So there's that. But I'll go into like the whole pimping out the bike and weapons and stuff like that on another stream. This is more like the introduction. How do we get out of these? How do we get out of the Cascades? I've heard so much about it. How do you do it? And this is how. So now that we've picked up our weapon, we are actually, yes, going to an ambush camp. So again, just on the map, you could sort of see the path back, right? You can sort of see it. And to be honest, you know, again, if you were to pick, can you pick? Hello? You can't. Now it won't let me. No, it won't let me pick it. Yes, I know, but So we're a little far, so it's not gonna. There, it's. Well, let me pick anything. Because we're in Iron Butte, and it's being a little bit of a punk. But we entered, kind of like, I'm just gonna point. So where the triangle is pointing now, that's where we got in to get to from Lost Lake into Iron Butte, and you can go back that way. I would not take, like, don't follow the GPS on this thing. Just take the path that you took, in case you happen to miss those loot locations, and you go, oh, where, so you can go back to that. Anyway, the beauty of this is that not only do we not have to worry about this ambush camp because it is not actually populated, there is another crash site where we can pick up another injector. And this little path will take us to an Evel Knievel kind of approach. So we can see, there it goes. Well, they're coming after us. Now again, we suck because we've been pouring our injectors into health, because that's what I like, because we don't need focus in the remaster. We really don't. I'm going to get to the chat. I don't want to lie. You guys talk amongst yourself. And why? Well, we're going to be expert marksmen because of PermaFocus. So options, game speed, turn it down to 25%, and now you're the best damn marksman in the whole wide world. And I probably won't be. Missed the headshot. Because of course I do. Didn't miss that one though.
Good night.
Now the interesting thing is you just want to aim a little off. See, trying to hit them dead on, the closer they get to you, doesn't work. You actually have to aim a little off. They try and duck you, but hell, we've got so much ammo in this thing. And if you feel like a little melee action, oh, slapperoonie! Wind up, boom! And then, if you feel like swapping weapons and just making a lot of noise, she's gone. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, it wasn't really. And then just change the game speed back to 100%.
Need that.
See? Who needs focus? You got PermaFocus now in the remaster. So there's a second crash site right there. There's even a tin of ammo if you feel like stocking up. You know, just kind of like pop out your clip.
At last.
Slap in a new one. You can pick that up. I mean, how often are you really going to come back here anyway? So if you feel like it, you know, you can. But this jump, yeah, that's not going to do it for us. We're not going to be able to make that. Have no fear. We're still going to get over there, fuel up, get an injector, and leave Iron Butte for the deep south. Right at this ambush camp. So let's head back to the main road here, because we aren't going to Evel Knievel our way over there. But we are going to be able to get up there with Deek's legs of steel, because he's just so powerful with his legs of steel. And we kind of line ourselves up just a little left to both of those little outcroppings. And we just, you know, caps lock. And then just walk up. Zippity zap. Done. And we got everything we need for the next round of our journey. So, I want to fix the bike. Definitely need some gas because this next bit of the journey is a little bit of a bear. But there's an injector right there. So already.
Yeah, a NERO injector.
Let's see if it still works.
We got 3 injectors. I'm still going to pump it into health. Because, you know, getting shotgun blasts to the back of your neck is not always great. As we saw those rippers do. You can pick up some tech there for a future weapon to pick up.
Needed this.
Now, I usually fill up here.
Done.
And then what I like to do is actually, because of where we're going next, which is, yeah, we're leaving all this behind. So see, no rippers, nothing, nobody's there to shoot you. Nobody's there. Now you can't even open it up, even though there's a bunker over there. We can't get to it. But we can go up there. So I like to throw the can up there because that's where we're going. Now the sun's setting, so danger close. Don't like that. Save, save, save. Now if you're doing this on an easier difficulty, you'll have the mini-map and you can probably get around a little bit better. But here we go. So we come down off there. Try to avoid any interactions with anybody. We get by the shack. And we want to go where this cluster of trees is. And then just kind of like make our way. So line those trees up.
Well,
Die trying. No, I'm just kidding. If you do have trouble, by the way, going straight, going forward, I mean, go backwards. Deek actually has an easier time going backwards up most things than forwards. Why? Well, I guess the folks at Ben decided, well, let's make bike physics real, see? Because he's mostly on the back of his bike, so his center of gravity is mostly on the back of the bike. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to go up and over these rocks. It's a little hard to see, but this rock is... Oh, darn. Yeah, it's a little steep. That's my fault. It's my fault. But like I said, it's alright. He's good. He's good. Not the easiest way to maneuver. And you can get stuck, so that's why we wanna save as much as possible. Oh, this is funny how bad this is. Okay. Okay, you wanna be that way? Sure, be that way. You can stop us, but you can't prevent us. And there we go. And then we're right next to the fuel, which is perfect. Because that little bit of maneuvering takes a little bit. It takes a little bit out of you. But the next trip is a little long. So again, we want to be fueled up as much as possible.
That should be it.
Which is why I threw the can up here. Yeah. Now we don't need it anymore. But exit point 2 is between these trees, right through. Up and over these rocks. Again, try not to use fuel as much as possible if you can. Save as much as you can. Use Deek's legs of steel, and voila. Now, exit point 2. There's 2 ways to get around where we want to get around, but I'm going to show you the way that gets you access to an MMU, an ambush camp, and a horde that'll help you do all the work for you. That's coming up. We're getting there soon. And because it's nighttime, even better. Now, the best part about being out of bounds, for the most part, 99% of the time, nobody's there to bother you. Okay. Now we're off the map. Now we're kind of like done. But as you can see, if you just stop there, if you just went to Iron Butte to get the 556, you can make your way back. Get back to the exit point, which is the cliff that we went up, can go back out the same way, back into Lost Lake, and then make your way back to Copeland's camp, and you have the 5.56 and a bunch of loot. That already is a great start. So if you just wanted to stop there and start your game, you're good. You're done. Why are some rock climbs so much easier than others? Look, you're not even supposed to be doing those. So, you know, it's like, no. It's not supposed to be easy. Yeah, great attractor. I totally disregard. I'm totally like, game? What game? This is my world, my rules, my way. That's it. Oh, man. So yeah, well, thank you for all the compliments you're paying me in the chat there, M. Healy. That's very nice. Great attractor. Thank you so much. Pain Senpai, hello. Did I miss you? The Who fans here too. Hello. I apologize. I'm not really paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry. I want to get this out for everybody and give everybody a chance to figure this out. Okay, so now we've climbed over those rocks, and now we're headed up, up, up. Up, up, up is the way to go. We'll have to use some gas, but like I said, don't floor it. If you just, because he's not going that fast anyway. It's not like flooring it's going to do you anything, except save some gas. So we just go up, up, up. And I suppose maybe the fact that it's at night is a little bit better, but it still sucks. Still sucks to travel at night. If you can avoid it, I would suggest you do that. But for this particular run, this particular way of doing things, it's pretty hard to avoid it. So just kind of a straight line, you know, kind of a straight line. And here, actually, this rock is where we make our, this is our next decision gate. Right here, that rock right there. Yeah, you're not going to see it. Okay, so you've ridden up straight. There are two paths. But we're going to go left or right, or we're going right. And we want to go right because, again, we're coming across a border. Coming across the next border. And I'm going to show you. Save the game. Because you can ride this, and it could possibly lead to oblivion. For the most part, we're pretty good. So you see, we've crossed the threshold. On the PS5, it's pretty. It's pretty normal, except there, and there goes the bike. So bye bye bike. We're not going to worry about that because we saved. So you don't want to go too slow across the boundary, but if you want to avoid the boundary altogether, just go up here, and you'll see the texture change. And once it does, you're good to go. Then solid ground. So now, Crater Lake region is at your disposal. Thanks for the thunderstorm. You know, you really just make everything so much easier for everybody to follow. And again, just do little legs of steel. It's mostly downhill. Now you'll probably want to save the game because you don't want to ride off into oblivion there. Just keep control of your bike. Press the gas only when you need to because you don't have a lot of it. We haven't upgraded the tank yet. So we want to, I mean, he's not going that fast. This is about as fast as he's going to go, and I'm barely hitting the acceleration. But what it will do, it will keep our gas from going down too fast. So again, you're kind of like riding along the ridgeline here. And then once you get here, you can do a lot of coasting because we want to get to, I'm using his head, you know, like right there. That's going to be round 2 of exit 2. But here's where you can save a lot of gas. Just like let it go and get to that point. You have to use some. But if you can coast, why not? Are you in a hurry? No, who's in a hurry at this point? So, again, little legs of steel action. If you can. It's called ice. and it gets a little slippery. So once you make it here, and if we had nicer weather, let me just turn it off. There's Diamond Lake right there where his head is, right there. And then there's Crater Lake way over there. Wizard Island. Okay. Hard right. Because we're not done yet. Oh no siree. We want to get to that ambush camp and MMU, and just so happens the one location, it's got both things. And a horde to help us out with the marauders. It's a fine line. It's a little tough on Deek getting, because, you know, like the mountain is pretty almost vertical, so, you know. They do require a little bit, great attractor. They are a little bit of trial and error, but, you know, save. Save at every opportunity. So you get here, we are at the end of the world. This is it. This is not a, so save. This is not a like, oh, is there another boundary we can cross? Well, yeah, you can. But there's nothing there. See, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's the end of the world, as we know it. it's the end of the world, as we know it. So we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Thank you. Yeah. So we'll just load up our last save. Because that is it. Yeah, it's bad juju down there. Bad juju. You don't want to go there. But this is perfect. It sets us up perfectly for basically a straight shot to the MMU and the ambush camp. And a lot of it is downhill. So again, just give it a little boost. Just let it ride. Careful being too close to the edge, and you don't want to run into a tree. But just, you know, just let him go. Just let him go. Let him go. At some point, you will have to step on the gas again, but, you know, just stick a little left, because left is down, so you can see it's sloping, so you can actually let Deek ride a little longer. Like, I never tried it until like a couple of games ago. So you can ride without hitting the accelerator and save on that sweet fuel for a long portion of this journey right here. You know, you can have Deek lean over the handlebars a little bit and just keep going. So ignore everything left and right. Don't bother looking there. I mean, unless you want to sightsee, no problem. You can do that. There's nothing over there. And now we got to use some gas to get uphill. But once we get uphill again, just coast. Oh, the weather's clear. Looks nice. Have a gibbous moon right there. Gibbous, not gibbous. Gibbous moon. Lightly on the accelerator. Save that gas. Yatsar's tank. Yeah, I would be flooring it all the time. But even that, like, you can't go that fast. This bike is just not up to snuff. But like I said, this is all about how do we get places. Not about like how we upgrade the bike and stuff. I'm not going to do that this stream. I just want to basically, what did DM call me? Her ghost positioning system? Yeah. Now, leaving playable area. Well, that's okay. Just head left. Just left enough. Stick by this. There you go. But don't worry, you won't be trapped out. Oh, thank you, DM, for saying so. Yeah, I am playing on a PS5. I mentioned the PC because most people sometimes don't know about the caps lock thing. So it's like, that's important if you want to use Deek's Legs of Steel. DM can attest to that way more than I can. By the way, you should check her out. There are a couple of creators in here in the stream that you should check out their channels too. Computer Geek, hello. How you doing? Yes, Pain Senpai, I do have a video on this route. I have to figure it out. But it's in my library. It's a little older. But I think if you go to my Deek OPAF ASAP series, I believe it's outlined in that one. I do have a different version, so that will be bike route, escape route from the Cascades #2 that I would show after we get to the camp. But,
Another Marauder camp, yeah.
see, he's already talking about a
What
Marauder
assholes
camp.
are up to.
Now, you want to avoid the river here. River's not good. If you want to try and ride through it, you can, but you're not going to get there. Might take a little ways, and you're damaging the hell out of the bike. You know, so that's it's not necessary. Don't need to do that. Why? Because all you got to do is like follow the rocks here. And yeah, the river just kind of ends. It's just over. It's done. See? It's just, yeah. It's like, and if we crouch, the river disappears. Wow, magic! It's such a magical game. And if you walk into it, yeah, he can die. But we know Deek can swim. But I'm not gonna. Not gonna show that. Do you want to? It's not big enough. I'll take you to. I'll show another thing that Deek can swim. But he can't. So again, map is useless at this point. Apologies. There's just no way that Bend is going to fix that. It was working before, but they patched that out. They patched it out way earlier, even though I can still frog jump in this game. which is method number 3 if you happen to have it. So there's the ambush camp. There it is. There's Marauders. There's an MMU back there too. Because in the tent they have their bunker, and then the MMU has its thing. So what I like to do is just kind of like ride on the other side of the river up to a certain point. Because the bike is loud. They can hear you coming from a mile away. So again, just kind of like get to a point roughly here. You want to be heading downhill. We'll be doing that after. And then we save. See, we're down to we saved a lot of fuel, but we're still down to almost nothing. So, had the ghost positioning system. Yeah.
Hey there.
So, there's the ambush camp. All the Marauders doing their thing. The fact that it's nighttime, at least you can see them. You know, like where their flashlights, because they're dumb and they showed all their flashlights and stuff like that. And it's like, we have the high ground, and we have this puppy. You know, it's nice. You could probably try and take him down. But we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that at all. Not at this location. So again, early game, this is I find it an awesome location to be able to deal with getting stuff early and taking over this ambush camp in MMU is the first steps in getting better gear for the bike.
No, what are you doing?
So while all these folks are just like having their little confab there, there is a horde in that cave. A mini-Horde, not a big one, about 50. And we're going to try and coax them out of there, because there just happens to be a nice little bit of a nice explosive device. Now,
Someone's shooting!
now they'll start shooting at you, but we don't care, because there's a horde, and they like sound. So we're gonna get the horde to work for us.
Last one of these murdering sons of bitches.
So while they're shooting and rooting and scooting, even now, that big heavy weapon, if you want it, I say this is like your best way to go, as opposed to trying to take out the rippers and all that. If you're inclined to do that, you can, but I just do it this way. The only thing that sucks is that there is an actual flamethrower guy in this camp, but you don't get the flamethrower. You can pick up the heavy weapon though. Now the Horde is quite efficient. They do a pretty good job. But sometimes, you know, they need some of these marauders at the sides here need to be coaxed. And there is a sniper in that tower. Not anymore though. I think they moved over. That's okay.
Holy, that was...
And that's very interesting. Normally the Horde does a much better job. This Marauder camp isn't that efficient. But that's okay. That's okay. We can take care of these guys. Well, they cleared out the Horde for us, so that's good. Nine times out of 10, the Horde takes care of the whole Marauder camp. You don't have to deal with it. But the game is going to game. And in this particular instance, I guess it wants us to go down there. So again, save, save, save. And we're going to get down there on the bike fairly simply. So, since it's downhill, I'm just going to go through these trees.
Saw something.
Off a little ledge.
Yeah, there it is.
Gotcha. We got him! Yeah, come on! Fight, come on!
And that was a mistake. Because I left the bike up there. And I don't think I can get back to it. But that's okay. Don't do that. Well, we've got our 5.56, so we're just going to take care of everybody.
The last of them.
Okay.
Another MMU.
I don't think I have
Wonder what
suppressor.
Nero left behind this time.
Gotcha. Here you are.
Yes, here I am. There's still one more person after this.
And now I gotcha.
You come down? Where's he going? Are we both gonna jump up on the...
Gotcha.
take each other out?
How you like this, huh? You got him!
Oh, very interesting. Okay, so the guy that we wanted the Horde to really take out is still alive. Perfect. See, the game is going to game. However, they don't know that we have the time stone and that we can basically take our time on stuff.
I'm hit! I'm hit! Gotcha.
Yeah. I have the power! There we go.
Guess your days
So,
of sitting.
PermaFocus mode, if you get in a panic and you want to like, whoa, everybody just calm the frack down.
I'll bet they do.
But the best part is we've got 2 things that we can open up. Yeah, don't do that. Come off the tent with the bike. Because there's no way to retrieve it. It's a long walk. But we are here. And that's it. So, wunderbar. Now, if you've made it far, this far south, well, now you've got an issue if you're not fast traveling. And that issue is like, how do we get out of here? Okay, well, let's show you that, because that's important. There's no point in watching a series like this and going, well, he got me there, now how do I help to get out of here? So, we got a bed, and we got stuff, but we have to look at the map first, which won't help us at all.
Looks like they marked it up pretty good.
But what it does give us is XP, trust, and some cash. Some well-needed cash. Now, the one thing about Wizard Island, they actually do have a gun merchant. And that's how we get Deek some really cool weapons. But we've got the 5.56. We're about to lift the MG45 off that guy. So you're in good shape. You're in good shape. And we locked the recipe so we know how to put nails in a bat. That's so excellent. Yeah. And you get a skill point. So, we can do some stuff. We can do some stuff. But again, this is not about making Deek OP right now. This is like, how do we get in? That's that. Now I'm going to show you how we get out. So, however, since the locker's here and we earn some money, you'd think we'd be able to rearm, wouldn't you? Yeah. Nope. Because even though we picked up the 5.56, we picked it up. We didn't buy it. So, we are at the mercy of those magic tins. Alright, let's open up the MMU though. And for that, I want to take out speakers. And I don't like speakers. So,
Got a lot of ammo left. And last.
was there a tree back there? No, there was a tree up there. Anyway, there's enough. Do I have any? Yeah, one left. But we'll take the one that we can't take care of without the
Ammo.
I love that speakers are one-shot kills. But there are 2 saplings in this camp, so
Yeah, always.
we can easily craft what we need, take care of what we need to take care of. Now, because the MG55 is a special weapon, whoops, where did I go? Did I take care of it? I don't know. No. It will replace your crossbow. So that's kind of like the downside. But the upside is the crossbow is in your locker, so you can pick it up. So yeah, there it is, MG45. So if you're feeling a little peckish and you want to do some horde hunting, well, I would suggest this could be the weapon for you. All right. Another one up there. So we got some trust and some cash for the ambush camp, and now we're going to get some trust and cash for opening up the MMU. Speakers are the easiest enemies to deal with because you can one-shot kill them. All right. Now, unfortunately, dropped ammo from people aren't like the magic tins. Whatever they were using is whatever, and if you happen to have the same weapon, then you can refill it. But a lot of them don't. They carry, well, that's a sniper one, but this is their weapon of choice, the SAF. And Marauders mostly carry this. So unless you have that one, your 5.56 is kind of like magic tin time. There are enough, but once you upgrade to better weapons, you know, you can ditch it. Or again, get the ambush camps, or get the regular camps up to trust 3 so that you can buy it. But until then, it's kind of like, you might want to be cognizant of that puppy.
Here's the generator.
If you're going to use it early game, until you get the other weapons.
Good.
So let's just zippity zap, don't come back. Now this one needs scrap to fix. So there's plenty of, if you don't happen to have any, well, there's plenty in the camp to fix it. But it normally you do have, so you don't notice. But it actually takes 3 scrap to fix this.
Here we go.
I don't even think it comes up anywhere, does it? No, it doesn't even come up. But you will need, if you don't have scrap on you, you need 3 to fix this weapon. And there we go. Everything's on. But, oh darn, things are red still. Why is it red? Well, this is one of the few.
Damn it. Fuse blown.
That requires a fuse. That's okay. You can look for it, but That's why you're watching this video. That's why you're here. That's why you're enjoying this stream. Because you're going to learn that you can just run over here to this box, kind of like right diagonally away from that unit, and then pick up.
Fuse. Yes.
Yes, Deek, you're very excited for the fuse. I understand. I'm just kind of like I heard some freakers. It's nighttime. Hate freakers.
I'll let you do it.
That should do it. Open the door, pal. There you go.
Finally. All right.
Another injector.
Nero injector. Just what the doctor ordered.
Again, not going to get Deek too OP, because there are a few more injectors in this region that where I would like totally raid them. There you go. Spruce Lake near checkpoint. Wizard Island. I mean, the trust is going up at Wizard Island like crazy, and it wouldn't take much longer to get Wizard Island to level 1.
Apple a day.
All right, daytime.
Oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes for
Now, we got a problem because we got the bike up there. So I'm gonna reload and show what's supposed to happen. But in case, you know, isn't it just the way the game is while Grey Ghost is playing that the guy with the heaviest gun is still bloody well alive? Of course it is. That is true, Pain Senpai. You need the saddlebag to fully troll enemies. So that would be your other option, but we're not there yet. This is all about the bike. Even though I'm technically like, oh no, we're showing Deek getting OP. Anyway. By the way, all is, unfortunately, it's kind of lost at this point because you have no access to the map. Normally, you could click on the map and say retrieve bike. Yeah, we can't do that. So let's show how this is supposed to happen. how it's really supposed to be. Where did we save? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Because it's like, you can't retrieve the bike if you can't get access to the map, can you?
Yes.
Now, can we call the Horde out?
Get up! Get up!
No, I have to do it a little earlier. Okay. One earlier than that, pal. One earlier than that. Yeah, right there. See, it says ride to the Nero checkpoint. Bug the hell out. But it's like, it's not going to show you the path to get the hell out of the region. So we know we got there. We got to this point. And we know we want to use the Horde here to take care of things.
Now get go!
Well, let's see if they'll do their job this time. I didn't even see the flamethrower guy. I'm surprised they didn't
Clear the camp.
take care of him.
Bunch of murderers and thieves, and I can't let any of them escape.
But the Marauders were very efficient last time. I was very surprised.
How you like killing drifters? Is that it? How do you like it now?
This is hilarious to me. So anyway, once you got here and you opened everything up, now how do you get out of here? Okay, there is an exit point, but only one. Come on, babies. Let's get to work. Deek's got to show people how to get in and get out. There's flamethrower guy. There's that big honcho over there.
One more to go.
Go get him, boys. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's about to bite it. He's about to bite it. Putting up a good fight, though. Putting up a good fight.
That's it. You're done.
There we go.
How do you like
Okay.
that, huh? Being ambushed, you like that? You murdering sons of bitches.
Oh, Deek.
All right, let's see if they got an underground bunker around here.
I'll bet they do. So, this is the proper way to execute this. Just let him fall. Possibly die. And all is right with the world. All right. So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing again. But from this location, we now need to exit the world and get back to Lost Lake. And to...
Damn it, we're out of patrol.
Oh, they're fine. What else do we have? Not a lot. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Should have topped off right there at the ambush camp, but... Which you normally would do. But it's okay. It's okay if you don't. Just follow the road, and then you'll come up on another camp. In fact, you could just follow that guy right up until this point. Yeah, seems to be occupado. How much gas do we have? Not enough. Not enough. But that's okay, because there's a gas can right there. And honestly, you know, if you want to get away from these guys, you can just climb up. These little puppies are being a little. How much did they take out? Oh, a nice little chunk there, pal. Ah, very good. Very nice. Punks. Now I'm gonna blast you guys into oblivion. PermaFocus. If we can. Well, you're the first candidate since you're just standing still. So that's very, very excellent of you. You guys are a little ruckus. And if you actually had focus, you could slow it down even more. Because the focus will add on to the game speed. So if you have lots of focus and you employ the options of slowing the game speed down, you will have super mega PermaFocus. Anybody else? I hear rah rah rah. Oh, here they come. See, nighttime sucks. But you're safe up here, so. Oh, it's like a Horde convention almost. Keep on trucking. Okay, that one didn't register the hit, but that's okay. All I want to hear is crickets. I hear some punk up there, probably some. Oh, there he is. Come on, puppy. There you go. That's enough of that. Thank you very much. Nope. Somebody else? Jeez. There's always some punk. Alright. PermaFocus it is. Can I just gas up now, please? Thank you. I love PermaFocus. I would not use anything else. Corchester, thank you for stopping by. Yes, put sod, Travis. Put sod. Okay. Again, we're kind of like pooched on being able to show where in the map we are. But once you, I mean, if you gassed up, you kind of like cut across this little camp and then follow the road. Because the journey to get out of here is actually quite long. It's quite long. Well, and then we got these guys.
The nest. Burn it down.
Yeah, we can burn down nests. But actually burning down the nests in this part of the world is not worth it because you got to get all of them, and there's like, I think, like more than 20 locations, so it's not worth it. So again, a lot of it is downhill. Follow the road. Gas up whenever you can. Save whenever you can. There's going to be a gas station. We should make it to the gas station, no problem. Now, being on Survival 2, again, no mini-map, so it kind of sucks, and everything's just harder. Yeah, so the journey is long. That's why you'll want to spend a lot of time in this region getting Deek OP before you head back. But you know, I mean, if that's all you wanted to do, you could technically do it. Now, I passed an area where you can pick up the most powerful melee weapon in the game. But there are 10 locations in Crater Lake where you can pick up the most powerful melee weapon in the game. One is down there. And we got Marauders doing their thing. You know. So, if it looks like it's too much hassle, no worries. There's still more options along the way. So basically you're following the road around the rim of the crater. Boy, there's a lot of activity around here, isn't there? Oh, it's so tempting to want to show you, but I think by the time we get there, oh yeah, there's your little trap.
What?
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. Deek's a smart cookie. He knows what you guys are doing. So again, you're not really gonna do this early game. You're gonna hang around. It is busy. But what we want to do is we want to head up to this camp. Now you can go in there and again pick up tons of loot. Like if you're going to be in this region, you're going to stick around and make Deek OP. But what we want to do is we want to show the way out. So this, I think this is kind of irrelevant.
Pushing all the supply runs around here.
So there's another injector you can pick up. There's the OP series really shows everything that I would be doing. And then there's an ambush camp there, but we will not engage with them. So we're just going to come down. Because it's not really even following this route that you really got to take note of, because we don't really, not really interested in this particular route, because this is kind of like, well, this is just going to get me out of the thing. But where you want to, my goodness, atmospherics are wonderful. So don't really pay attention to the route until we get to the exit point, because that's really where it's more important. All this stuff, you're going to go in Tumult, you might take on a horde, you might deal with marauders, and all the yada 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 yada, blah blah blah.
Murdering drifters, oh goddammit, no, what are you waiting to jump me?
See, I mean, if I were doing like a real run, this would be awesome, because it's like there's just so much stuff to take care of. But what I really want you to take note of is where we're going to end up in a few minutes. Because that's really where everything kind of comes together. And you're going to see, you're going to correlate this with, we're still doing like exit route number 1 version 1, you know. So this isn't even, but this will become familiar. So this house, yeah, there's just so many of these girls around. But you know, stay on the bike. Ladies' night. They are okay. So the house with the blue roof is your kind of waypoint to take note of. And then we want to come up this road. Now, maybe you're not approaching it from that way. So that's going to be a problem. What if I'm coming from the other direction? That's okay. That's all right. So if you're coming from the house, you go up to that hill. Because it's that snowy portion right there that is our exit point. But let's say you're not coming from there. Let's say you're coming from the other direction. So again, close your eyes. Don't look. How are we doing for fuel? Okay, we gotta keep an eye on that because that's bad. And you know you're getting close to running out of fuel when the bike starts going a little putt-putty on you too. It's like it's backfiring and all that kind of stuff. Holy jeez, look how many of them there are. All right. Good thing we have the 5.56 on our person. All right. Everybody's just so interested in going after Deek. What are you gonna do? This is what the game does, man. This is what the game does. PermaFocus makes you a damn Annie Oakley, that's for sure. Anybody else behind me? Okay. So you saw the house with the blue roof. That's one landmark. Landmark. That's the word I was looking for. Isn't that amazing how you just like your brain goes like, hell, I don't know what I'm talking about. So, thank goodness for PermaFocus. Anyway, there's stuff around here. So if you are, oh hello, John G. L71 subscribing. Thank you for doing that. If you're working and lurking, you know, that's one way to get into the chat if you want to do that.
How'd you like that?
Excuse me. Trying to show people how to get out of town. Oh yeah, I ran out of gas, didn't I? That's why you can never just show a nice clean version of a tutorial, because all this happens. That's all right. No, you're screwing up my timetable, man. You're screwing up my runs. You don't get to walk away from that. All right, let's go get some gas because there's like none left. This is why daytime. You can do this during the daytime. Well, I mean, on easier modes, it's not this crazy, but you know. So, house with the blue roof if you're coming from Tumult. Because again, map? What map? I mean, oddly enough, the cursor does line up where you are, but you're so far south that it's going, I can't do anything. I can't help you, man. No, I didn't want to get on the bike. Zod is hungry. We must feed Zod. Are you going to feed him?
Need this.
Yeah, you think? So now this second approach is if you're in this snowy mountain part of. Which oddly enough, well not oddly enough, the ambush camp is over there. So there's the ambush camp. What time is it? Like, are we close? No, we're in the middle of the night. So there's the ambush camp, and then we get to this bridge, boy, they just like, here's a gauntlet. So crossing the bridge, and we follow the first road down. So where that sign is, let's go down this road. Survival 2, folks. Survival 2, nighttime. So if you're, you know, having to avoid the freakers, yeah. So once we get by this little camp here, hang a hard left. I mean, you can, you know, follow the stop sign there, Cascade Road, and then up this mud road. Keep note of that tower. That'll help. There's a lot of them. And then just kind of like head diagonal until you pass this camp on the right, and then just keep going straight toward a Horde cave, oddly enough. The good thing is, you don't have to worry. There is no Horde here. Can we quick save? Just save long enough? There we go. Okay, good. Save, save, save. Now again, we're kind of like bummed out on gas, but that's about as close as you'll be able to get anyway. So, this is it. A minor, a small legs of steel bike climb. Yes. Yes, a legs of steel bike climb. Okay. So here we go. Save. Always a good idea. Save. And we line up with that, kind of like that crack in the rock, but a little to the right. This one will test your patience. I would not recommend going up backwards on this one as I might on other ones, because this one does require a little bit more, because you're like that can happen, and that's not good. That's not good. These crevices will eat up his tires, and you don't want to. You just, you know, that's why making a save game probably is a little bit. Yeah, don't bother. Just don't bother. You might feel rushed if you hear those puppies talking, but come on, Deek. Again, 9 times out of 10, you could probably make it like first try. But the game's gonna game, as I like to say. So like, yeah, just on the edge of the snow, and we want to stick a little. We don't want to hug the rock here. We actually want to like line up between the tree and the rock. Push Deek, yeah. That's what's going to happen, and he probably is not going to get back on his bike without flying into oblivion. I love it, but you're not supposed to be here, so of course the game is going to do this, especially now, especially when I'm trying to demonstrate. It's because you're better off just trying it like just one time. Like don't explain. When you're not explaining, there you go. Then it works. And then you just keep using Deek's legs of steel to get there. Now, oddly enough, well, not oddly enough. I don't know why I keep using that expression. Bike escape number 2, which yes, I was going to demonstrate in this stream. It's coming up. This is how we're actually coming down. So. But in order to get back to the Cascades and Lost Lake, follow these trees from that location. Just keep straight line and then following that rock. And then when you get to this rock, hard left, hard over, hard. And you want to see these trees, these tall pines with the snow just like barely up the bark. As long as you're following that, so keep those guys. And then there's this large cluster of trees ahead of you, because there's invisible walls over there. So what you want to do is you just want to like align yourselves with the bark and these trees. And then once you get past this cluster, Keep going straight. You know you're doing good. As long as you keep going straight. Yeah, you can run into a tree or two because, you know, those branches are made of solid tri-titanium. And just keep going. Once you see a clearing, there's like 2 pines up there. Now, during the daytime, this is a lot easier to see. The clock is not moving fast enough for sunrise to happen, which it will eventually show up. But you want to watch out until you see that texture, which runs along the entire ridgeline of the mountain. Don't cross here. We want to follow it. We want to follow it. Not because you can't cross here, because you could, and I probably should have saved. But then you gotta maneuver. Then you can get really lost. This way, we get to a specific point where we can kind of reset our navigational bearings a little bit, and then once you get past that thing, you can kind of coast again. So, you know, because it's all about saving gas at this point. Now, if you've bothered to stay in the region and make Deek OP, well, you'll get a gas tank where you don't have to be so judicious with your gas supply. So right there where I just made the cut across between those 2 trees, the texture is the boundary from the south to Lost Lake. And once you do that, you hang in a right until you see where is it? Yeah. That rock right there. And then you're looking for those 2 trees. I know, it's like, at this point, you know, it's like, well, which tree is it? Like, it could be any tree. But these 2 trees in particular, where you can sort of see another rock up there, we're gonna go through these trees and head to the right and down, and then we are very close.
Another infestation zone.
To Burley Lake and the Sawmill, which is where we picked up an MMU, because this is the Santiam Pass MMU. I still can't see it, and you won't be able to. Not on the map. Okay, now there's a ledge there, so again, save. Save at every ledge, and then just ride down it until you totally destroy the bike and land on this second ledge. Because if we get off, we can see that, oh looky, there are so many wonderful, wonderful freakers roaming about. Yeah, we're not stopping here. If it was daytime, it would be a whole other ball of wax. Oh, but what we want to do from here is kind of take a run to be able to land right there. That's where we want to land. It's one of the safest landing spots without doing a ton of damage to the bike, which, you know, probably should take some time to repair.
Good.
And we're low on fuel, as usual. But at this stage, when you're leaving the south, you will have gotten the better engine, the better bike, the better weapons. So it's not as precarious as I'm making it out to be. But if you're just like there to pick up a couple of weapons and stuff like that, you know, this is really. So there we go. Fairly safe. Of course, you've alerted everybody's attention. And looky. Yeah. There's a horde. There's a horde. So if you have the better guns, this not coming here at night is actually pretty good, because then you can take out a horde from relative safety. Alright, so let's get down from this rock.
Time to burn.
Now I have the 5.56, so it's not impossible, and there are a couple of explosives that we can handle. But you want to be on your brakes all the time, and because now there are enemies around, you can't save, so that kind of sucks. Enemies, danger close, people, danger close. That's how you leave the south to get back at least to Lost Lake. So, everybody's... oh, look, daylight. Yay. And if you feel like it, there's an infestation zone right there. Or a nest, anyway. Now, if you can't throw that far, understand one thing. It's your field of view that will change the distance that you can throw things. I have it at maximum 100 so that I can throw it as far as I can. It seems to make a little bit of a difference that I've noticed, so... And at this point... Did we bring the Horde? Oh yeah. Well, I guess a little bonus to this bike tutorial is, yeah, we gotta deal with a Horde now. We have 2 attractors because we picked that up. And we do have, like, a grenade and a couple of bite bombs. I mean, this is not... this is not ideal, but that's the game. That's the way the game likes that. To do with Grey Ghost. I think I'm going to use a pipe bomb first. What did I... Okay, don't throw a pipe bomb. Throw a Molotov. Come on, boys. Might as well just call them over. Because we can't get out of here without with all these puppies. Oh goodness. Thanks, guys. I'm trying to show a tutorial here, but you know. Yeah, come on over. Sorry. Apparently the freakers are very interested in being here. Oh, well, then let's... I guess it's a little bit of a Horde tutorial, too. Why not? Why not? You're not part of this. Cheater. Says the guy who's, like, using every method in the book to not play the game properly. Stop running around, man. You're messing with my mojo. Yeah, you do the little shimmy shake there, pal. By the way, I'd also do this in Horde Assault if it's to my advantage. How many guys are left anyway? There you go. There you go. What are you guys doing? Oh, well, we're getting more of the Horde. Sure, why not? At least the Horde members are one-shot kills with this weapon, so they don't have to be headshots. It's when they're not part of the Horde that becomes a problem. Jeez, guys. I'm trying to show a bike tutorial here! Yeah, she's not part of the Horde. Well, at least we got a skill point out of it. Not that we care. Because I'm not trying to be OP right now. I just want to show people how to get in and get out. I tell you, man. Can we shut up now? Now they're coming from over there. All right, well, at least we can feel that better. Come on, get over here.
Come on, come on, come on. Down.
I don't think I have many shots left. So this would be another MMU that you can open up and get more trust and ammo from Lost Lake. Okay, we're done? All right. Now we can save and get out of here. Just shush. It's bothering me. You know what? She is a bother.
Down you go.
Well, at least you get some XP from that. Okay. Oh, seriously? Well, there are nests over there, so. Yep, and they're out. So, again, still too south to be able to see it on the map, but once you get by... Yeah, no, we're not sticking around. Because there's the rest of the Horde.
It's a bad way to go out, yeah?
Of course. Bye. Not gonna deal with you guys. The hell with you. Now I am running low on fuel. Can I make it to the gas station? Yeah, probably. Probably make it to the gas station. So once you're back in Lost Lake and past the Sawmill, I should probably stop off the gas here too. You should at least be able to see yourself on the map. There you go. Really, really at the bottom, the little tippy tittle things. Oh, great attractor. I am still not a good shot. The only thing that makes it even close to me being a good shot is the PermaFocus. So now we should be able to set the marker and we can see finally the path back. So just follow the path. So from this point, once you're into Lost Lake at the Santiam Pass, you've crossed over the mountain from that Horde cave. Now you should be able to just make it. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. All right. So, my goodness, that was Escape Route 1 from Escape Point 1. You ready for another way? You ready for another way? I got two more. The stream is getting long. But I think it was important to just show everybody that part. Okay, so I'm not going to ride all the way. Okay. Do you want? I'll show you. I'll show you. Now there is actually there's actually a. Is there actually? No, there's no, I better make it to the gas station. Could have stopped off at Sawmill. But like I see, it's pretty much downhill, so we can coast. We can coast. Hopefully at this point though, you've gone south, you've juiced Deek up, you've made him OP, you've got the bike. All that is in my OP series. So if you want to see what everything happens there, I will do another OP run just to show, but yeah, I mean, like this is the only thing is that from that point, there's not a lot of gas cans to be had. So there are stretches that will tax your ability to traverse the area if you're not careful how you deal with things. But we're good. We're good here. We'll make it to the gas station. Probably marauders are waiting to, kill us. But what else is new? There we go.
I need fuel.
You betcha you do.
Oh, here we go. That's it.
All right. Now we got some fuel. Again, if you have the mini-map, you'll be able to follow it a lot better. But usually I kind of just cut across here. I just kind of like use this fence and then go up here.
Oh, I gotta.
Yeah, there's Sherman's camp.
Down on the swarmers out here.
And then there's usually a sniper up there, so that's again why I cut across so that I'm kind of out of his line of sight. And then you make your way back this dirt road, so don't go down that main road. You can. And if you want to avoid all these yahoos, you may want to. Either way will get you there. But as soon as you cross back the threshold, because again, you're not supposed to be in this part of the game yet, it'll fade to black like that, and then pop you off at the other side, because it says play the main story to unlock. Because normally this is how you're gonna take you and Boozer to Lost Lake, but at this point you can't. So. Oh, and we got a hostage.
Hell, someone's trapped.
God, gosh, smack it! You knocked over my bike. Come on, girls. I was hoping for 2-for-1 special there, but I guess not. That's all right. That's okay. We don't mind. We don't mind. Still, not anymore. And down. You said I was still a good shot? There you go. You good, pal?
Hold on, I'm coming. You're not gonna make it
Oh,
out.
hostage rescue bonus?
What? Camp? It's a camp? Where? Where? Show me. I'll go.
Now, here's a bonus to visiting Lost Lake early. Look at that. Look at those stats. So you can send them to Copeland and get 500 trust and $100, but who cares? If you're wanting to upgrade the bike and you hadn't done it yet, you just wanted to get the 5.56 and maybe, 1 or 2, you can actually, within Cascades and Belknap, you can actually come across hostages and send them to Iron Mike's. Because it only takes 5,000 to get to level 1. And once you get to level 1, you can actually upgrade the bike with a better engine going back to... And now that you know how to get to Lost Lake, you can go there, get your 5.56, visit Iron Mike's, come back, do hostage situations here, send them all to Iron Mike's, and then go back and upgrade the bike. So there's plenty of ways to even now play the game once you've skirted over. So I'm just going to send them to Iron. Not that it matters right now because it's like we're restarting again.
Take a house done for. Holy sh!
Yeah, let them know it was Deek and St. John. They know me. Okay, keep running. Stay out of sight.
Where's my bike? So then it's just really back to Copeland's and starting the game if you want. Now. Back all the way for escape route number... So, escape location number 1, option 2. It'll be faster, though, because we're not going to go all the way south. But you can. But this gets you to Iron Butte faster. So, if you want to skip the whole Lost Lake thing and you just want the 5.56, well, stay tuned for this one, because this will get you there even faster. Here we go.
I ended up putting a bullet in this woman.
Let's
Right in
just
front
do
of
that.
She killed a man.
Bike. Escape route 1, option number 2. So, same difference, except I'm not going to get the injector this time. That was special for you first timers that you're hanging out and wanting to see. But right now we're just going to go straight to the escape route.
Like I said, I'll be fine.
Again, we got nothing.
Gonna head to that Nero
Deek
checkpoint, find
Deek
some
is weak as
sterile
all
bandages,
get out.
ointment, something.
And we're making our way
Sure, whatever.
to the little pond. I know, it was like 2 hours ago when I started this thing.
No.
But the little pond that is to the, I guess, southwest. And there's kind of the route that you can take. I cut across the other thing. I don't know why the GPS.
Oh, those are
did that.
third-degree burns. You stay there. You rest, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can.
I guess.
Get out of here. Yeah,
I guess,
right there. That's our escape route.
I could use something for the pain.
So again, for PC users, caps lock, so we
Yeah,
can
I guess. I'll
disengage the clutch and get Deek's legs of steel up and happening. Now, when we came up here,
This is Cope. When you get
we
to
went
the tower,
that
the
away.
uplink has been shut down.
Now,
I'll
we're
pay
going
you
to the right.
So these men, you know them?
So I like to stop off at this ledge and just, make a
Goddamn right,
save,
it's
make a
personal.
quick save.
They used to be a part of my camp. Seems
You're
they
going to be distracted with all the yapping, so,
murdering.
but once you get here,
Just tired of listening to your paranoid truther bullshit. St. John out.
it's not as straightforward as just like following a ridgeline, but you kind of like go diagonal. Kind of go diagonal up the hill. And then you'll come across these invisible, holographic rocks until you get here. This is the transition point. And there's actually 2 coming this way, but it gets you to Iron Butte a lot faster. So again, make your save. Now because the PS5 has pretty good refresh rate, you can probably just make it. And there you go. So, but you got to do it twice. So just ride down until you sort of like get to this ledge, but that's kind of like a fake. It's a fake mountain. So you can see we're going this way to the loot locations and Iron Butte, as opposed to taking the roundabout road through Lost Lake and all that kind of stuff. So this kind of skips one entry point, but it's a little bit more convoluted, but it still works. It still works well if you're in a hurry just to get the 5.56. All right, so number 2, that works. Most of these mountains are mirages. This one is not. So when you get here, just follow the ridge line, and we are making our way. If you use the butt of the gun as the pointer, it's like up over there. So again, we've already used almost half our gas. Probably should have topped off, but a lot of it's downhill. So again, coast to coast, butter and toast. And you can see we're just right. We're now kind of like in Belknap along that ridge line. Just use your gas enough to be able to get through it, because we're now going up that mountain. Going up right there. So once you see that kind of gap between the rocks, that kind of like textured sandy kind of thing, that's where we're going. So yeah, see, we're right where we Boozer got his ass burned. We're pretty close to that. We're on the other side of that. So, a little gas, just a little, just enough to get Deek going on the bike. And up, and then down. And we're good. Because from here, we're making our way to this area right there. And yes, there is an ambush camp right there. But we don't care about that. So let's just get Deek there with as little gas as possible. I find that it actually takes a lot less gas to get this way versus going through Lost Lake, because you can always go back through Lost Lake, right? Like, as opposed to like, okay, I got to make a detour, go on to Lost Lake, register it, basically register so it knows that if you've got hostages you want to send, you can send them there. I think this is like a more optimized route. So once you get to the rock, it's through the trees, and at least now it's daytime, so it's a little bit better. So through the trees, keep left, hug the rock. Don't go down there. Down there's no good. You get stuck there. Then you see this quartet of trees, 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to pass through those and just enough between this tree and the rock, and keep heading left. And then we want to stick to the right of this tree because we're going over this rock right here. It's a little bit of a drop, so you might want to give it a little punch. And because that was our first time, you'll get that. Oh, by the way, if you're landing, try and keep your wheels parallel so you don't take too much damage. And then left. Now, we're going through this holographic mountain, so you're not going to be able to see where you're going, but you want to stick to the right. So once you pass through, you can, wheel the camera around, and then you can see, oh, okay, that's where I am. But you won't be able to see where you're going until, yeah. So you see this come on, baby. This little path ahead of us. See, that's where the boundary line is. The same one that changes from one texture to another. You don't need to bother worrying about riding over that, because you can just ride up there, and then once it all settles, you're good. Some more holographic mountains, and just Deek's legs of steel to get you up. So again, because he has to do so much climbing, he's actually saving a lot on fuel. And the best part is, where we come out and land, we're actually near a fuel tank. So now this part can be tricky. So again, you get up here, save, save, save. Because there's an invisible ledge here, but the drop off, it's a little harder. Now, if you got the injectors, you might have 2 health or what, a little bit more health than just the standard, so you could do that. Ashley, hello. Did I miss you coming in, or are you just popping in now? I'm not really looking at the chat. But Ashley's asking a really good question. Built-in GPS in your head in real life too, or do you remember from doing this so much? Well, to be honest, I'm very You know, okay, I'll answer Ashley and then I'll get a Great Attractors thing. Here's a little story. When I was 5 years old, my parents wanted me to take Sunday school. So I was living in a part of town that by car was, I think, 20 minutes away. And so, you know, put me in the car, drove me, followed whatever route, blah, 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 and dropped me off at Sunday school. So I was there, and it wasn't another language, you know, my parents' native tongue, so which was why they were sending me to this particular school. They wanted me to learn their native language. But being in the church basement, everybody got split into groups, and then they all left, and I was left by myself. So since I didn't know the language very well, I figured, I guess we're done. In my mind, in little Grey Ghost, 5-year-old Grey Ghost mind, everybody went, everybody left, we're done. So I started walking home, because at the time there were no cell phones. This was back in the, my God, the 70s. I'm a Gen Xer, so I go back a ways. And I started walking. And how I started walking was remembering the route and the landmarks that my father drove by as we were going there. So I basically reversed it in my head and said, well, the way to get home is to do the same path but in reverse. So the last thing I passed to get there would be the first marker on the way back. I don't know how long it takes a 5-year-old to walk 20 minutes by car, but imagine it was like an hour or two. Little legs. And I had to cross boulevards and train yards and bridges because it was city. It was in the city. So I had to like keep track of, and I didn't know like street names or anything like that. So by the time I made it back to my apartment that we were living in, it was obvious that in that time my parents got a phone call saying, hey, your son is missing and we have no idea where he is. So you can imagine, because I had keys to the apartment, you can imagine the looks on my parents' face when I unlocked the door and opened it. Because my dad was just putting his coat on to come look for me. And there was an interesting flux of emotional responses from his visual cues. There was like anger, incredulousness, and pride. So from a very young age, I always joke with my better half that if we ever did the Dakar rally, you know, that desert race rally, I would be the navigator and she would be the driver, because I pretty much, once I've been, and oh my goodness, Google Maps, satellite view, hello, what a godsend. I mean, honestly, now I can actually visualize a place before I even get there, so that if I ever decided to travel there, I'd know my way around. I would totally know. Assuming the landmarks are still relatively there. But yeah, so yeah. And so for a Great Attractor now, and M. Healy's like, how the heck did you find all these routes? Patience, infinite patience, trial and error. Well, once I found the other exit route, I said, there's got to be a way to get across these mountains. And there actually is. You see, even from the first entry point into Lost Lake, you can ride around the outskirts of the mountain. So if I go back to the map, because I wish I could point, but once you get to like this part, you can actually still ride around the bottom there. So all the dark edges. So instead of exiting to get to Lost Lake, I think it's roughly there, you can actually still come around the bottom end of the mountain and get to this point. Like I said, that's a little longer route. I think this is a more optimized route to get into Iron Butte. Butte. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, that's how I, because this is really like run number 7 for me, maybe 8. I haven't played the game like 10 times, 15, 100 times like a lot of other creators. I just, I only started playing like a couple of years ago, like not a couple of years, which makes it sound like, well, if it's been a couple of years since you've been playing, you should like really be amazed, like how do you not play this more than, it's because I'm screwing around. I'm not actually playing the game. I'm doing all this exploring. Which again, like a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, I should be interested in, do a lot of exploring because I would. And Crimson Desert does that for me, But yeah, so for those of you that are skipping the story and getting to this point, save. Now you can see there's like a marauder or two down there, because of course there is. Oddly enough, Ashley, I suck when it comes to figuring out your way around inside. It's like, this aisle looks like every other aisle. Where am I going? So it's a good thing it's like aisle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because otherwise, oh my god, it'd be really bad. Pishbot, hello! Welcome in, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And if you're still watching, this is exit number 1, route number 2. Okay, now, so like I said, this is a little bit of a... Yeah, that's not good. This is why we saved the game. Can you even get it? Yeah, of course not. I mean, in one sense, it's great that you're seeing this, because these are the kind of things that can happen. Okay, so now, now we're on the invisible ledge, the boundary, which is why you can't come back the same way, because it's literally a sheer cliff, right? And it's not like the other way where you kind of like go near a tree or anything. This is pretty much hopes and prayers. There you go. But the beauty is as soon as you land and you take a right, you see the roof of that shack? That's kind of like where you want to go. Because you've got some fuel right there. And if you took some damage, you can come in here. Get some bandages, get a bandage. So if you've been beat up, you can kind of heal. And I don't think there's much here, but there's some scrap for your bike, And we've got all the kerosene we're gonna get. So this is. It's almost like, why would you put all this here if you weren't doing what Grey Ghost is doing? Now the thing is, you gotta hop into the truck to actually get the gas can, because you can't just get it from outside. But this is excellent shape.
Oh, here we go.
And I'll just take everybody. So this compared to what I just showed you, now that we're here. We hang a left. Now we can just go follow the road. Might as well. There's nothing to really worry about here. We follow the road and you can see we're very close to the entrance that we came in the first time round when we had to do the double clutch, I like to call it. So we're back here. So from this point, it's identical to what we just spent like almost 2 hours getting to, which is the loot location, the 556, and so from this point, it's the same thing. Now, again, if we were just going to get the 556, we'll come back around, and we're coming along this road because this is where we came in. So, again, for those of you that are curious, to get back out, again, if you're just doing it from Iron Butte and you're not going further south than that, you just come back to where we climbed the first time, and you can get down from there. get down from there again. And you're back in Lost Lake. And then at this point, you can use the map this time and set the marker to find the way out, which is along the road. You know, if you're doing this, you got the 556 from the Horde down here, and you don't want to tangle with the MMU and the rippers that are there, you can just basically come back up the road, get your loot. If you kind of just went to the 556, oh, there's two loot locations that you can get, and then you can come back here and drop down those 2 levels of those 2 shelves, and then visit Lost Lake. Register the camp, if you will, and then head back to Copeland's. So that's exit point 1, option 2. One more that bypasses all this stuff if you're doing the I want the best bike and the best weapons kind of thing, and you just want to skip because you know you got work ahead of you heading south to get that loot. So that's a lot faster. You can still do Iron Butte, pick up the 556, go to the ambush camp, and use the exit point there to head south. Still totally valid. Definitely a way to go. One more time, if you're not interested in that. So back to camp. But this will require just a little more work. And you might want to take advantage
Months ago, we were up by crazy
of some of the ejectors they can get along the way. So, because from here you can get 2 injectors close to the camp, right? And that's what I'm going to do for this final bike run, because now we're going to exit number 2, option 1, and there's kind of like 2 options to leave. Which I'll show both ways, but right now I want to go to the MMU. We'll get an injector
there.
Yeah, Deek.
Because where we're entering the south from is different than getting to that ambush camp and MMU at
Gonna head to that NERO
Spruce
checkpoint, find
Lake.
some sterile bandages, ointment.
So
Yeah, sure, whatever.
we'll go through the motions,
I'm gonna go out. Make sure.
you know, get the damn
No, those are 3rd-degree
get
burns.
the damn bandage and stuff and blah blah
Stay
blah.
there, you
and-
rest, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can.
I guess.
Okay, so
I could.
gotta clear everything out because these girls are a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But we've got,
I'll see
you
what
know,
I can find.
we have the power of PermaFocus.
This is it, the NERO checkpoint. I gotta find some shit for Boozer's arm.
Yeah, you really do. Come on, baby. You don't even know where you're going. You go. I mean, these guys sound sick, so Lisa's not wrong. Lots of sick people. Like, you really do. Enough of that crap. I'm here for other crap, okay? I don't need your shit right now. Yeah, we're far along in this stream. I'm using the S word again. Doing my best. Oh, yeah, let's take care of the speakers, because normally I would not. Normally I'd be like, leave the speakers on. Once we get the breakers and the reachers involved, it's party time in the Cascades. Is there one more? Can't remember if there's only 1 or 2. Yeah, I think it's only the 2. They don't make it that complicated first off.
Bingo.
But yeah, it's all about
Here we go.
getting set up with some injectors first, because you can pick up 2 fairly quickly right out of the gate here.
You better start. Yes.
And you can get a decent melee weapon from here too.
Sterile bandages.
Kinda like-
Sterile bandages. Where the hell would they keep this shit? Okay.
Yeah, we'll take that. Let's get Boozer his stuff first. They're not really... Yeah, there we go.
Yes. Sterile bandages. Just what the doctor ordered.
So with weak Deek, I always start off with the health
Hello. What's this?
rather than stamina, because you can use the bike for stamina in a pinch.
Injector of some kind?
Yeah,
Here goes nothing.
out of here.
Or the hell not?
Is it sunset again? Okay, well we're gonna change this.
Boozer,
over to
you
daytime.
there? Boozer,
Because
goddamn.
apparently it's always raining. And I hate
He's not
doing this
picking
thing
up.
at night.
How is he?
So I'm heading back to camp,
St. John,
going to daytime.
when you get to the tower, my radio uplink is
Yeah, we're not getting to the tower. We're
restored.
getting the hell out of Dodge.
You know him? Because shutting down Radio Free Oregon seems kind of personal.
It is late in the day, isn't it? No, it's early morning. Oh, okay, perfect then.
Goddamn right, it's personal.
Can't tell which
They
way
used to
sun
be a
is.
part of
Okay,
my camp.
great.
Seems they
So
didn't like
early,
the rules against
early days, literally.
murdering.
So got one injector.
Maybe they're like me, just tired of listening to your paranoid truther
Going
bullshit.
to get
St.
the
John
next
up.
injector with some fuel. And then we're going to exit point 2 so that we can bypass everybody and go straight to Wizard Island. And then that will be the tutorial of the day. Is there a sniper?
Trick the bike. Someone's here.
Yeah, we always want to take care of the sniper. Okay, so injector number 2, fuel number 1. So again, line yourself up with this crevice in the rock. Legs of steel, so for PC users, caps lock. Upsy daisy, downsy daisy. Do we take any, we don't, we could repair the bike, but I don't really want to.
Yes.
So, injector number 2.
Injector.
So, like, even in the first bike escape run, like, go get the bandages for Boozer. It's worth the extra injector just for the hell of it.
An apple a day.
So you can really start off ahead of the curve there.
Oh, here we go.
And then once you get south, well, then it's a smorgasbord of injectors and stuff like
Nice.
that. By the time you're done with all the injectors in the south, you can pretty much have one of these bars completely full, depending on what you feel like, whether it's health or stamina. So, but now we're taking a different route, different tack. We're not going back to Copeland's at all. No, sir. In fact, deselect you. Come on, get away, because we are going to an ambush camp, and we are going through the Byway. Right there. Little bastard. Little bastard. Now we should probably I mean, we got the rifle that we picked up on the way over here. If you're wondering where the rifle came from, it's from we starting off already at Copeland, so we skipped the whole, tutorials and all that kind of stuff getting here. So the ambush camp will be interesting. Everybody's always so angry in the apocalypse. Now, there could be a sniper, there could be a clothesline, so I just kind of like go around. Yeah. There's always somebody waiting doing something. Always trying to kill Deek. They just can't leave him alone. They love him. Again, I wouldn't be pushing the bike this hard with the cheap-ass tank. Anytime you can go down somewhere and coast, it's always helpful. And basically ignoring the story completely. It's like, I don't care, don't care, don't care.
Okay.
La 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 la, infestation zone. La 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 la. I don't want to know.
Yeah, nah, you gotta leave the bike out here, Deek, or it'll pull all of them down.
This
on you.
part's fairly straightforward, so I don't think I have to show the map too much on this one.
Hey, Deek, you there?
Because again, if you have the mini map, you can follow pretty much everything where you're going. But look at that.
More freaks up here.
Got to deal with an ambush
No,
camp, and
no,
looky
you're gonna get
there,
yourself
happens
killed.
to be an injector right
You gotta
there
wait
too.
till you're whole, brother.
Another Nero injector.
By the way, new to the game, these guys are going to be yapping your ear off for the whole time you're doing anything. So be prepared for that, because there's a lot of yapping. It's like, hey, you got to do this, and Boozer's just like,
Be strong.
yeah, and he Deek talks to himself a lot. So if you want to pick up some stuff, like if you haven't gotten bandages and stuff like that, there's always some loot that you can do here. There's 2 bandages right there, which is really nice. And then there's this lovely item, because we're going to want to do that. Keep that going. All right. Time to take these puppies down. Now, I don't even know if I have enough ammo to do it. But with PermaFocus, I'm telling you, I got 5 shots up there, 14 shots up there, a couple of shots with that one. Probably should have picked up something. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. So that's the only thing about this exit point, because the exit point is within this ambush camp. But there's a little bit more work to it. So if you're, combat averse, then I would say, okay, I gotta say, Sam UCR Elite. Hello. I hope I got that right. So yeah, this is more, I gotta work a little bit to get out of here versus the other exit point where you could just, hey, well, it's right there, right up, right out. I have auto quick time now, so I don't want to deal with button mashing. I really don't. Okay, I'm gonna crouch before I dip under, because then at least he'll stand up but then crouch right away. And then we can duck here. It looks like Buddy's stuck in a rut, which works well for us. Not that I'm great with this, because this isn't fantastic, but
One down.
okay.
Let's do this.
I'll take that. I will take that.
I thought I saw someone out there.
So that is my home away from home, dealing with this ambush camp. Because
What the hell?
Did you see?
so this is a little bit. It's not so straightforward a bike escape, because you got to deal with all these folk.
The hell? What do you mean?
Someone's out here.
Ahead of me now!
Yeah. This is usually where it all goes wrong for me. But so far, so good. Actually, I'm surprised. I am surprised.
How many drifters you ambushed down there, huh?
Who's out there? Men coming! Come on!
Okay, now that they've got better weapons and we suck, we're gonna just make them come to us. because we took a little. I took a little hit there. I feel like it's almost like permadeath, but. But we have the power!
Here! Here! Shit!
Oh, that's a long range. Let's see if we can get him from here.
Pin him down! I'm moving back! Pull back, you hurt!
Yeah, no. I suck at moving targets. Alright, well, I don't want to keep that going for that slow. Wait until everybody shows up. There's a guy over there. I don't know what you're...
Move in!
Oh, he shot the gas can. Well, that kind of ruins it for me, doesn't it? Come on, peeps, what are you doing? Why are you hiding like little...
Yeah! Get him! Get him!
There we go.
Come on and show yourself. We won't kill you. We promise.
We won't kill you. I've heard that before.
Now I got you.
Oh, there's somebody. Come on, I'm right here. What are you guys doing? There we go. It's much better. Lazy bastards.
Keep moving. You killed him.
You guys are taking too long.
Hold still, goddammit! Hey, asshole! We can see you.
Yeah, that's nice. I just don't have the time. Like I said, it's here.
Reload.
Taking cover!
Find cover.
I mean, it's very nice.
How many of you are there? That don't matter. Not enough.
This gun really sucks. Of course, it could be the shooter too. Don't blame the tool.
Fall back.
See what you got. Got 6 more of these people. I'm sorry, folks. This is a part of why, you know, you might want to have more patience for this one, for this bike exploit, because it just takes so long to get rid of these people. Ugh.
Not moving, huh?
He thinks he's safe back there. Get him! Hey!
Yeah.
Catch! Pipe bomb! Throw it! Oh, no.
Now I'm gonna kill you. Up close and personal too.
Move it back! I need cover and fire!
I'm gonna shoot you so much in the head right now. I mean, I don't have the 5.56 yet. But if I did, if I did. Oh, who's near me that shot me? Ah. Aw, son of a...
He was a weak-ass camper.
Well, survival too. Boy, dies. Take a life. Yeah, son of a. Bicycles. Next time I'm going to clear this camp before I come online. I hate doing... You know, the one thing I hate is doing things more than once.
Murdering assholes. Can't let any of them get out of here alive.
That's what I hate doing. I hate doing things more than once. I mean, I have a video that shows this exit route. So, I mean, if you're interested in doing that, but...
What? Men coming!
Don't let them. We can do this.
What are you talking about?
Kill him! Kill him! Just braids it.
How do you like that?
God damn it!
Okay.
Running around like that.
I need everybody to just get here, because I can't take the time to run after everybody, so...
He's not moving. Get him! Yeah, get him!
Come on.
That's it. Get the bastard! He killed him! They're down! Someone's down!
Yeah, I was gonna duck. Anybody else? Yeah, okay. I gotta deal with these punks up there. Oh, okay.
You like stabbing him in the back, huh? That right? You like this? Shit, almost out.
I don't know if the AI's gotten smarter or what.
Moving back! I need cover and fire!
I think he's caught a little bit too far over there.
Find cover!
I'm actually better with this gun. Come on, scaredy cat. What are you worried about?
Fire! Fire!
Are there two of them over there? There are. They're hiding.
Whew. Okay.
Come on out!
He's hiding! Get him!
I'm not the one hiding. You're hiding. Yeah, so if you have time and patience. Oh, I wish. I wish this didn't take this part of it. Like, I love going out this exit, but it takes so long to deal with this camp. It bothers me, which is why I almost never use it. I almost never use it because they get all tied in and stuff. And
Shit! Hey! Catch!
There's another one. I got you now, asshole.
Who's next? Got 6 more of these buttheads to deal with. Bunch over there that I'm just gonna take care of.
I see you running around.
Just running around.
More than what you guys are doing, so shut up.
Fire! Fire!
Come on, Deek. You wanna roll around?
Moving back. Pull back! Ah, he shot me!
Ah, you bastard. How many are left? 4? Okay, I just gotta deal with this jerk. Oh, okay, there you go.
They're down! Cover!
Okay. Oh, this just to get to the part I want to show you. Only 2 more of these punks. And then can we finally leave the Cascades for once? Oh, little tweaky bird.
I see you, asshole.
Are you still up there? No, I didn't even know I could hide behind there. Oh,
Here you are.
yeah, I decided to stand up. That's perfect. Yeah. You're a real pain in my butt, lady.
All right, 1 more left.
But all this time just to get to this.
Camp's clear.
All right, camp's clear. Yay! Can we get to the bike part of this thing now?
Oh, we look like the type to have an underground bunker. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't care about the bunker, pal. I just want to take people south. South! But yeah, so that's the one thing about this location that, you know, it could test your patience. It could test your patience. You may want to get the SMP-9. I don't know. But honestly, I mean, it doesn't take that long. And then you have like a straight shot. So, now depending on the time of day, because God knows how long this took. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Could have been better. Could have been better. Somebody with better aim and stuff can definitely probably use that ambush cam and take it out quite quickly. Hence, we have to go get the bike, because that's the whole point of this thing. It's a bike exit. So once we get into the ambush camp, this is the way out. So there's a log right there. Now there are 2 ways to get out of here. How are we doing for fuel? Yeah, better gas up.
More ammo.
Again, I don't really care about
Fuel.
the bunker and all that kind of stuff. You can do that on your own. But originally, because I was riding up all these rocks and stuff, I said, well, there must be a way to get out of here using the rocks.
Good.
And there is. So, exit to option 1, if you're so inclined, which is a little harder to execute, but you can get out of here this way. It's a little bit tougher to execute or whatever, but yeah, you just kind of go up here, and then when you get to this rock, it's a hard right and then a hard left. So not the easiest way to execute, because you don't want to necessarily go up the rock. See, there's like this moss coming there.
Well,
because that won't do you. That won't do you.
okay.
And of course the bike is obstructed. So again, this is another way. You can. This is option 1 if you've kind of like, oh, want to challenge yourself, I suppose. You can do it this way, but now, because the only reason to go forward on this is because of the camera angle, I suppose.
Well,
But yeah, I find this, it's a way to do it. I'll get there. But after I found option 2, I said, yeah, I'm not doing this rock thing anymore. Again, not exactly 100% easy.
ah!
Yeah. It's doable, but I wouldn't recommend it as like necessarily the best option. Because it's not. After I found option 2, it's much better. Now you can, if you want to, try to do it backwards, because again, the whole gravity thing. But there's so much like so it. Oh, how the hell did he fall off? Oh, well. So backwards is an option. I'm just going to do it now because I'm determined. Because that's the whole point. Whole point is to see how can you do it. It's never actually taken me this long. But what else is new?
Well,
what else is new? I mean, that's what this stream is all about. It's all about the game throwing Grey Ghost as many curveballs and what you might end up doing as well. see that the edge is like right there. So there's only this little window of opportunity to get in there. But there you go. A little finagling, and it is a little easier going backwards. So you're kind of ending up in the same place. So that's option 1 to get out of here, if you're so inclined. I'd rather not. I'd rather do it another way. So option 2 takes us back to the street. Now the bike will pull to the left because the idea is to watch out for these 2 branches because they'll want to shuck you off the log that way. But if you can keep nudging to the right and not get stuck in this crevice here, it's a little easier to take. So once again, just walk it up. It'll want to take you to the left, but once you get there, we are happening. And that's option 2 from exit 2. So from this point in the game, if you want to leave Copes, pick up the bandage, pick up another injector, and then scoot on over and take out the ambush camp, which is a bonus. You know, take out the ambush camp and you're already done with it. Now we head south. And we bypass Lost Lake, Iron Butte completely. So this is it. This is how it happens. So once you've executed that maneuver, now it's like, well, where the hell do we go from here? Just kind of go straight. The grass will disappear, but it's all good. Just keep going straight. You can try and figure out landmarks and stuff, but just kind of go straight. And then again, given how little gas you have, this is not optimized for that. So that's why for this route, without a big gas tank, it can be the most challenging. However, it is the most direct. And once you get to this rock, again, this is the border. You can see the texture. Come on, Deek. But the beauty about this is you don't need any fancy maneuvering. Being on the rock itself will alter the chemistry, if we say, and there you go. And then you just kind of like ride down. And then from here. So, okay, here we are, out of bounds yet again. Thanks, Grey Ghost. You're always taking us out of bounds. What are you doing, man? But we're very close. You see, because the Riverflow Farms Horde. This is the Riverflow Farm. It's right here. So we're bypassing that as well. So we're going right around. And again, we can't go any further south than that. But essentially, we're riding around the rim here. Now for this, once you come off that rock, again, just kind of look for the open sky instead and head up this way. Keep the minimum pressure on your accelerator because this is mostly uphill. So your gas supply is gonna, if you're going full throttle on this thing, you're gonna run out. Once you get, so we're following, basically there's Lost Lake over there, or yeah, and we're following the ridge line. Because over here, yeah, end of the world. Yep, end of the world. There's nothing. Nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. And you can follow the, again, follow the grass, and then follow these sort of like texture lines that are pointing you in this direction. And whenever you have the opportunity to coast, I suggest you take it. Even if it means going a little slower, but you are bypassing a lot of the region. Keep going straight. once you start getting near rocks and stuff, just stay to the left. Stay to the left of them. So you can follow the edge of the world here. Oh, there's a Riverflow Farms right there. But look, you can see, like, this is steep, man. This is gonna be, yeah, you're on the pedal. So you're using gas. But you just have to press a little, just a little. Now, what we want to, once we kind of get to this clearing, we want to head to that mountain right there. Because it's a hologram. It doesn't exist. Only in our imagination. In fact, this whole world probably doesn't exist in our imagination. So have no fear. Just ride on through until you get to the other side. And then you pop out. Keep going straight. Just keep going straight. Don't deviate. There's some grass you can follow if you want, but I honestly would just keep going straight, because then you get to a point where you can let go of the accelerator and kind of just coast down. And you can see there's a little rock thing here, and then there's a ravine. So if you call up the map, you can still sort of see it right just down there. There's this like shadowy part right to the right of Deek. We're soon going to go off the map, so it's not going to make much of a difference. But that is where, that is an exit point, actually, to Lost Lake. So if you felt like, oh, I really want to visit Lost Lake, there are 3 exit points from this route to the south that you can actually do. I won't show that because I just want to get you south. So we bypass this ravine, and then we can see a little bit of a clearing there. And now we want to just head a little bit to the right. So just minor course corrections, and then just let gravity do most of the work for you, especially around these parts. And if you happen to run into the leaving player thing, well...
murdering drifter camp. I've seen these assholes before, and I gotta...
Once he says that, head a little bit more to the right, because then you'll see the birch trees. I think they're birch trees. Yeah, these things. And just follow the grass, let gravity do the work. Try not to hit them. If I had a long gun, if I had the MG50, if I was New Game Plusing this thing, I might take out the ambush camp from this location, but I wouldn't bother. Okay, so follow the grass. Because now we're trying to get to the snowy mountains over there. That's where we want to go, the snowy mountains. So just stick along the line where these particular trees are. And stay straight for the most part. Yes, you're going uphill, so if you want, you can kind of like scoot a little down a little bit, but not too much, because then you end up going off there. But we're getting close to the snowy caps, so this part of the world, which I think we're off the map now. Yeah, once we pass the ambush camp, we're off the map, so no more help there. But we can use this hill to save some gas. How are we doing? Getting low. We're about a third, maybe a quarter tank. But this is it. So once we start to see the snow, then we're in good shape. And then again, you see the texture kind of pointing you in the right direction. So you can go up that way. Straight, straight, straight. No need to deviate. Go through this grove of trees, and once you get past this massive grove of trees and it starts to open up, that's where we're going. We're going up there. Now the sun is setting, of course, because it always does. And this is where we want to make sure we have enough gas to cross the border. You know you're getting close to the border when the trees start to thin out. So there we go. There's our border marking from before when we came the other direction, when we were leaving the south and we skirted across. Well, now it's just, yeah, we got to go for it. Just like, because we just don't have the gas to go all the way over there and then come all the way back. So this is where you basically keep your best shot, and that's usually good enough to cross it. And then again, we're looking for these trees with the snowy cover, and we want to follow them. So wherever you see them, just kind of like slalom between them. Yeah. So now we're going downhill. So it's all downhill from here, which is great because we're getting close to where we came in. That's the edge of the map, so we're actually a little too far over. Because we're looking for that. Yeah, I think we're already hitting the border. Yeah. Tall trees are your guide. Yeah, we run out of... That's okay. That's okay, because it's all downhill from here. So there you go. There's the grove of trees we're looking for. This is the grove of trees you're looking for. And once you smash into that, so this, as far as gas management goes, this is the trickiest entry, but you bypass everybody. Yeah, I think we went a little too far. Too far. Because we want to get down there. Normally we're not so far left. It's a lot more to the right. So let's just, you know, do that again. That's why we make the save. That's why we make the save. Yeah, we're too close to the edge of the map there. Okay, so we made it to this point. Let's change tact and go straight from there. Because ideally what we want to see on our way down is the pylon for the ski lift. And if we're close enough to that... Yeah, oh, there we go. Okay, there it is. Those are even more to the right. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of like your landmark that you want to try and get within the vicinity. Because now we can get through. Because it's all downhill from there. So yeah, there's the landmark there. And then once you know you're in this dense grove of trees, this is a good marker right here. Yep. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Then we just follow the rocks. That's what you want. That's okay. Like I said, you're kind of slaloming through these trees until you get to this rock right here. Because it's all invisible walls up until this point. And then it's a hard right, and then it's just, this is a straight shot down. So if you can save enough gas to get here, that's great. Because this should look familiar from the previous run. Yeah, we're out. So if we're out, how do we get over? Well, we got to go up this part. And again, do a quick save. And walk up enough so that we can just make it over that. And down we go. But even at this point, they can't catch you. So the beauty is it really is downhill for the most part. And then we're going to make our way, there we go, to the house with the blue roof. Where we're going to pick up our fuel. And that's heading south into right away. There's an ambush camp over there, so we can take that out if we want to set up shop. Or even better, skip all that and go straight to the MMU, which I'll show you right here.
Oh, here we go.
So at that house, there's like scrap and there's gas, and now that we're here in the south, it's all good. The closest, and of course the map is done. Closest MMU is actually on the other side of the ridge, so we kind of like go through Tumult in a way. But we really just want to head up the hill, cross the bridge. Yeah, we'll go this way. Again, straight across, because straight as can be is better. Yeah. Cross the river here. Go through all this. We'll follow the train tracks for a bit. By the way, if you are cruising and you get lost, always try and find the train tracks, because those will help. And again, because it's nighttime, survival 2, these guys are on the prowl. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta be right around
Stations,
here.
don't care. Also,
Finish
agitated.
these nests.
But I wouldn't want to bother with this ambush camp.
You can ambush me and
Why?
get away with it.
No need to do that. Go through the tunnel. I mean, unless they shoot you off the bike, then you got to deal with it. But there's very little hassle.
I gotta burn them out. I gotta make it safer to ride.
And we just get to the MMU. And actually, at this point, is a great spot to start your journey to OP-ness. I better say that
All right,
back.
fellas, I'll be back later. Finish
Now,
burning you out.
at this location, there can be a horde. So, especially at night, if you're arriving at night, you might want to take special care. I don't know if they're here at this point. I mean, he keeps telling me there is, but I don't see anybody. There's nobody here yet. So there you go. So those are your bike escape options if you're wanting to bust out of the game and say, you know what, Cope, I don't care about your radio tower. Boozer, you can go take care of yourself for a few weeks, I'm sure. And there you go. And that's it. That's the ride. Them's the rides, people. I really hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something out of it. Yeah, Travis is out of here. I'm out of here. We're done. You didn't miss anything. It's all good. All good. And thank you so much for subscribing if you did. And thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for working and lurking. My goodness, look how late it is. So much to be done on a Tuesday. I'm glad you stuck around, and hopefully this new run old trick stream showed you a little bit of how you too can open up the world of Days Gone, maybe possibly in a way you never thought was possible, you didn't think about it, Or if you played the game a number of times and you're just going again and again, maybe it's like, hey, maybe if I do a couple of things first, I can do a couple of things different. Always possibilities with the game. I don't know what I'm going to do on Thursday. maybe I'll actually show getting Deek OP from this point. I might do the whole thing again. I'm certainly going to take care of the ambush camp before I come back and do this again. But yeah, so maybe there might be some overpoweredness that Deek will have in the next stream. We'll see where we can take it. But I thank you for being here. I appreciate you spending time with me on this stream, in the chat with the lovely people. What a community. What a community. You know, I mean, like, look. Yeah, I was pointing the wrong way. They're actually over here. So, thank you so much. Catch you in the next stream, and I hope you learned something. And if not, hope you had fun watching. I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out.